There was a 2 and a 1.
Hello and welcome to Hearth and Hammer. We are so excited to be here with you today. We are a family-friendly D&D show. Thank you for joining us, whether you're doing so live, watching on YouTube, or listening to the podcast. We're happy to share in this adventure, and we hope that you enjoy it. Tonight, we are in episode 8, and if you missed our last show, all of them are now up on YouTube and the podcast, so go check them out and get caught up. You'll get to see the epic showdown that we had last week, as well as what led up to the events of tonight. So please go check that out. If you watch it on YouTube, make sure you click and subscribe. Greatly appreciate that. And you can find the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. So we also stream here on Twitch every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time at twitch.tv/hearthandhammer. So be sure to follow us over there. And also, our music and sound effects are still provided by Monument Studios. Their all-in-one bundle right now, I'm pretty sure is like 70% off. So definitely go check it out. It's awesome. They have a bunch of fantasy, apocalypse, Cthulhu, and more being added on a regular basis. So go check it out, monumentstudios.net. And with that, we're going to get into tonight's episode. So guys, are you ready?
Aye.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Perfect.
Let's go.
We are excited. We're going to play our intro video and go into the recap. All right, guys. So last week on Hearth and Hammer, the party faced off against the rogue engineer, Stahlmast, who piloted his Stahlmaster, a clockwork suit of armor. His Duergar ally also joined the fight, sneaking in and incapacitating Rowan while giant-sized. Jace revived Rowan, however, and together the party, along with Yenra Emberwind, defeated the duo. Ejected from his mechanical monster, Huron tried to escape into a secret tunnel, but fell to the ground, asleep, thanks to quick thinking by the restored Rowan. With the Dark Dwarf defeated and Huron in chains, the party carefully made their way back to Hupperduke, the way they had entered, and collected their bounty. Watchmaster Bram has now tasked them with clearing the now leaderless lair in hopes of eliminating the Kryn dynasty's foothold in the mountains. So, we begin the evening. You all have already completed your long rest for the night. You went back to the Hearth and Hammer Inn and got rest. And for those that are joining us, the party also hit level 4. So huzzah!
Hey!
So they leveled up during the this last week. So we're excited to see how they fare in this evening's adventure. But we are going to pick up the morning after their turning in of the bounty, and now you guys have been tasked with moving on to help clean up the lair. So,
Hey.
Yes, of course.
what would you like to do?
I believe before we head to the lair, we'd like to do a little bit of shopping, get supplies for a journey ahead.
Just like the
All right.
lady folk, the cleric wants to shop.
So you
You know what? We'll send him
also-
alone. He'll scout.
I'd also like to do some shopping as well. So,
The bard is finally dressed like a lady.
I mean, we'll take your gold if you're not wanting to shop. And
Yeah, you may be buying for your girlfriend. Oh, Firewind, huh?
That's true.
No, she is not my girlfriend.
I heard she got their own gold from the rest of these folk.
Yes.
I didn't.
We
say
shared some love.
anything
She
very
was
gold.
quite helpful.
I was
landing
there
some
at the
shots,
time at the deal
but
was
I could
struck.
not.
She got not a penny from me.
Okay.
Me
I-
either.
Onward.
So what are you
Shop,
doing?
I would like to go to
Yes.
the guy at Hearth and Hammer.
Okay.
Hey,
Are you going to the
hey,
tinker shop, or are you going to talk to the innkeeper, the
Tinker
tavern
Shop.
owner?
Tinker
Okay.
shop.
So you're going to go talk to Wiltix?
Yes.
Got it.
I'll go with him.
I'm going with him as
I guess
well.
we're all going with him. We'll go to
Yeah.
the tinker shop.
I'll follow as well.
Hey,
Excuse me, Wiltix. I was wondering if you'd be able to tell me anything about this. And I show him the stone that I found in Stahlmast's bedroom.
Okay. So you walk into the workshop from the adjoining door from the tavern. So you go from the kind of bustling and, busy morning tavern to the workshop side where there's, a forge and anvil, and Wiltix is already at work there, tinkering away on some things at one of his tables. And so he looks up and he says, "Oh, yeah, well, absolutely. Let me take a look." So he, reaches out and do you go ahead and give it to him?
Mhm.
Okay. So you reach over, hand him the stone. He takes a look, kind of peers it around, looks at it. He says, "Well, it looks like one part of a sending stone. Nothing too fancy about it, but yeah, it looks like it has a faint magical property with it, so it's still active wherever the other stone may be."
And
So he hands it back over to you.
What is
Thank
a
you.
sending stone? What was the purpose of that?
Oh, well, sending stone, that's a paired set of stones that you can activate, and you can send a message from one stone to the other over any distance you like. And it uses the spell, there's an incantation, but it's instead of someone having to cast it themselves or having the ability to cast it, anyone can use it because the stone already has it imbued in it. So you just concentrate on it, and you can send a short message, but it does only work once a day. But if you whoever has the other pair would get the message, and you would definitely have to know who you're sending it to, or if no one's there, then it wouldn't send, but you would know it's still working.
There's some people in this world refer to these Jace as they're like a spellular, and then they say phone, so a spellular phone of some sorts.
Yes.
So like a spell
Yes.
phone. Yeah.
That sounds like a
Very
good name for
similar.
it. It's brilliant.
That was
Very
a smart
similar.
one, that Bard.
I get what you mean. I believe.
Very
yes.
similar to a spell phone.
Yes. Okay. Of course. Spell phone.
I think
Right.
the Bard's going to be muted.
Thank you very much, Wiltix.
Mm.
That's
Yes,
all I need
well,
to do, really.
Okay.
I don't need to
Is
do
there
anything
anything
else.
else you would I can help you with?
What do you have for sale? Anything new?
Well, I mean, you all were here just yesterday, so I don't have anything new at the moment. The items that I have for sale still are the coin of delving that you looked at. If you've forgotten what that does, when the user holds it, it does produce a dim amount of light within about a 5-foot radius. And if you drop it or throw it greater than 5 feet, it will issue a melodious sound that will help determine the distance, how far away it is. So if you're, dropping it down a hole, you can figure out how far it is, that kind of thing. So that one is 75 gold. And then if you remember, the other one is the, let's see here, let me find it.
The bubble
It's
thing.
it's
the
a
bubble.
breathing bubble. Yes, it's a
Aye.
fairly common magical item. It provides 1 hour of air, breathable air, per day. So,
And that was how much?
It was how much was it?
and that one was 90 gold.
90. Okay. All right. I would be interested. Is 90 the least you could do on the bubble?
Well, I mean, it depends. What are you offering?
I'd like I could do 65 on it.
I'm afraid that's a bit too low. Roll a persuasion check.
Aye.
I don't know. This bubble looks used a
Could be
little
an
bit.
8.
An 8. Okay. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry. It's a little more uncommon, but
My actual dice. I'm not playing this again.
I appreciate the offer.
I was trying to give you the help action.
Oh.
Like trying to chime in, but
My bad.
it's too late.
He'd already rolled.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Would you do the 75 on it as well? Like the coin.
I'm afraid 90 is kind of the going rate right now. So
Okay.
Wiltix, please
All right.
forgive my friend here. He's quite cheap with his gold. We
Aye.
greatly appreciate your friendship and your business here. I never want you to feel like we're trying to jeopardize you in any way by trying
not
to
at all, not at
haggle
all.
down further. Just typical haggling of commerce. We have to ask.
hey, it never hurts to ask. I always say.
Try to keep our pockets fat.
Perhaps we
course.
could get some sort of credit using this, and I show him the notes of Stahlmast's suit I took.
Oh, let me take a look at that. So he takes it there and starts looking over it. He's like, oh yes. Well, obviously I see my own designs here with the Vox Seeker, but this other contraption he has, this Stahlmaster, he notes, it's crude to be sure, but it is interesting. I find it very interesting. I would very much like to look over these. And for that, I think I could make some arrangements. Sure, let me think about it for a moment. Do you have anything else from this? I did hear you all were able to bring him in. Did you have anything recovered? Any pieces or parts from this? I'd be very interested.
Actually, we assisted
Yes.
we assisted the monk here gathering some of the parts from the mech suit that we tried our best to. One, he was attacking us, so they're a bit damaged because we responded.
Oh,
in
that's no
action.
bother.
There's probably quite a few
I like a good puzzle.
hammer dents as it fell apart, as well as some stabs from the sword here and there, and some other dinks.
Oh
and
yes, I
things
should
from the
expect.
other
I mean,
pieces, but-
I'm sure his design is inferior to be sure, but
Aye.
So I go ahead and pull out the gold and silver clockwork components.
okay. So he takes a look and you lay them all out, and honestly, it's probably more pieces than just you could carry. So if you all
Aye.
kind of have all your
Probably
stuff
have
with you,
some in
probably
the strong
probably
force
pulling
pack.
it out of the bags, like laying it out on his table, and he's like, oh yes, very interesting. Well, I'll tell you what. With these plans and these
Oh, that was the
these
halfling.
gold and silver clockwork pieces, I estimate these gold and silver clockwork pieces to be about 350 gold worth. So with these pieces, and with these plans, if you wouldn't mind me holding on to them, I'd like to study them for a day or so. Then I will give you 300 gold pieces, and you can take the breathing bubble for you if you like.
So you will
So
give
for-
him
for 50
300 gold.
So basically, I'll lower the price to 50 gold pieces for the breathing
As
bubble.
long as he gets to keep all the parts, yeah.
He gets to keep all the
That
parts.
doesn't sound like a bad plan to me. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
My pack's a
Aye.
little bit light. I'm all right with it.
Yes.
Yeah. So you'll give us the. You said you give us the bubble with
Mhm, the bubble with 300 gold.
You wouldn't be able to also throw it because you said that it was worth 350, and we're bringing these parts back.
Well,
and
I took
things.
50
You
off
mind
for
throwing in
the breathing bubble, which I discounted significantly. I discounted it 40
That's
gold.
true. That's a good point.
Indeed. Yes.
Were you accounting as well? So the pots are worth 350. Am I correct?
That is correct.
Hey,
The
So if
copper
I-
parts are worth 350.
so if I
and
charged
then
you the
you're
full
saying you're
price-
basically giving us the bubble.
So if I charged you the
that,
full
but
price,
we also gave you the plans for the mech suit.
yes, that's why it's only 50 gold that I'm charging you for the breathing bubble.
Okay. I'm trying to count here, or writing the things down
I mean,
as well.
You drive a
So
hard
the
bargain, sir. I
plans were
appreciate that.
worth
I will,
40 GPs.
Yeah.
Fif- 40. So the plans were worth 40 GPs in your
Yeah, I
eyes.
discount. Yes, I discounted at 40 for the
And
for the
now
plans.
we've gotten
He's
the
not
parts.
keeping them.
I'm
right?
not good at math. They
I
don't really
no,
teach
I
you
won't
this.
keep. I won't keep.
Nice.
I won't keep the
He's
plans.
also learning common too as we speak. He's been getting quite better.
Hey,
common
Watch your
and math,
knees.
so-
You better watch your knees.
Calm down, halfling. Calm down.
Um,
You know
a
that the
feisty-
bard means nothing.
if
He's a
it's-
feisty little
One
one.
of these days you're gonna look down at your ankles and you're gonna say, "Where are they?"
Aye.
Okay.
I won't
Lee,
tell.
you were the one who.
So
you were the one all about.
who would
gathering
be,
this. If you see
who would
this
be
is worth
collecting
it,
the gold then?
We're all on board.
I didn't hear what
Lee,
you said.
do with it as you will.
Do you make it?
He said, "Who would be collecting the gold?"
I will, and I.
So I'm saying, I was like, "Lee, do with it as you will."
okay.
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right. Very, very good. Very good. Very good. So he reaches over and you see him fiddling under the table a little bit, and you don't really see, like, the table doesn't look like it's that thick. Like it's it's like a metal bench, right, with just kind of like a lip underneath it, and you kind of see him like click something, and then he just reaches out and he starts pulling out some gold, and he sets it out 300 gold pieces for you, and he says, "Thank you very much, and I will happily give these plans back to you when I am finished, so that you may hang on to them. So, if you are going back to that lair and you see anything else, please let me know. Or if you see anything worth mentioning, I'd be happy to hear about it."
Yes,
Of
we
course.
will.
Aye.
Are you interested in blasting powder?
Oh, I'd be greatly interested in some blasting powder.
Okay, well, I'll throw this in. Here's a bag of blasting powder that we found up there. If you can let us know all about this high quality blasting powder, how it was made, or anything like that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I should be able to analyze it within, by the end of today or so. Maybe tomorrow at the latest.
Keep it.
I take the bubble and hand it to Jace, and then divvy up 60 gold per person.
Hey,
Okay.
I say we cut Jace out of the
Much
gold,
obliged.
not the bubble.
I got the bubble.
I say 75 a pop. Let him have the bubble.
Wait, what was the bubble called?
It's called a breathing bubble. So you should be able to add that to your inventory.
Hey,
I'm not seeing it.
I'll get it into your inventory there.
Okay. All right.
hey.
You may not have like the critical role or explorer's guide stuff turned on.
A quick question there, shopkeep.
Yes, sir.
You know of any place around here that might sell more of the wares of the fighting variety?
What do you mean by fighting variety? Just like a weaponsmith?
Weapons, armor, the sort.
Yeah. I mean, there are several blacksmiths around town that work in such things.
Any fine enough for a dwarf to carry?
Oh, you'd have to be the
Aye,
judge of that. But I mean, there's fine as any I've seen,
aye,
barring some
beard.
sort of magical edge.
And Moradin's beard.
That's
Oh, aye.
Would you happen to know where I could find an efficient quiver?
An efficient quiver. I don't know if you maybe find. Are you talking about something magical?
Yes.
You can check some of those same weapon shops, but again, I don't know if there's anything that anything around here. Honestly, most of the magical items and weapons that are made here in the city are made for the war effort, and so unless you have something, there are things that comes through, and sometimes people order things and they don't pick them up. But for the most part, a lot of those things are sent off to the Empire's military. So
All right.
All right. Well, thank you.
yes. I mean, more than welcome to look around. I mean, like I said, I would check with them. You might be able to commission something like that. But as far as ready-made or readily available, there's probably not a whole lot at the moment. So, all right. Well, if there's nothing else, he kind of looks at you
I
for a second
believe
as he starts to like tinker with the parts that you have already. Like he's looking at you, but he's like actively like taking something apart that you've already like laid out on the table.
like, y'all
I
can
believe
leave
we'll
now, I
be
got
going now,
to-
Wiltix.
All right. Very
Hey,
good. Very
Good
good.
time.
We'll be
Just
seeing you
making sure
later.
caught that I wanted to give him the blasting powder for him to keep as kind of
Yes.
like a tip
Yes.
towards
He
him.
took it and he put it over to the side there. So,
Hey, you hitting on the shopkeep too there, Rod?
which you had, I think. How many did you have of those? You had quite a few.
I
Right?
had 20 of
He
them,
had a bunch.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
He's loaded.
so I
with
now have
blasting powder.
19.
Okay.
So hopefully
Hey.
no one.
Wait,
tries
did you
to set
didn't
me on
you didn't you
fire.
leave some of those in the cavern? Pretty sure you left a couple of
I
those.
thought we picked them up because it didn't. Oh no, we left one for a trap earlier in the in the.
Yeah, we
earlier
left
session.
two.
Yeah.
So I'll subtract.
So.
-2 more. We have to remember where.
All right. So where else were you
Indeed, yes.
wanting to go?
Hey,
Okay.
Gentlemen.
As we start to walk away, I would say Theoden seems like you're interested in buying some weapons.
hey, just looking to
Lee
see
is
if there's
interested as
anything else.
well. You made a comment. You're trying to hit on the bar on Wiltix as well. Through our travelings, dwarf,
Hey.
I'm going to teach you a thing about charisma, and how it can affect your encounters with others, and how
Hey.
just being a little nicer might be able to help us as we continue to move forward. If we're going to continue to
Hey.
do business with Wiltix, we want to make sure
Bard.
that we're on their good side. We don't wanna
Anyone who's
aggravate
not
them.
on my good side ends up on the good side of me hammer. That's all the people I need to deal with.
Yes. That's what we need to work on because you're a bit abrasive at first.
Hey,
And if we could just
First?
loosen up just slightly, just ever so slightly, we might be able to have a little better encounters and interactions with others. We don't always have to hit them with a hammer. Sometimes we can just use our words kindly and talk it out. But it seems
different-
like we want to
two
head
different
to
worlds,
where
Bard.
there's some weapons.
blacksmith.
And we ask, we'll head over to the blacksmith. Maybe we hear the tinking in the background, and we head towards the blacksmith noises.
Okay.
Hey.
Do you think,
Um,
do you think
so
that the blacksmith would be the only one to have weapons and things, or do you think maybe like the general common goods store might have a few?
Hey.
You could check. The common goods store would probably have maybe some simple weapons. They probably wouldn't have anything as far as martial weapons. You know, they might have like some daggers, hand axes, stuff like that.
Does any of those things sound like you might be interested there then?
I just looking to upgrade the old hammer if there is one.
We maybe as we're talking about this, I just kind of motion over to another maybe. The
Hey.
Upper Duke's a gnomish town, right? So there's gnomes.
Mhm. Yeah,
Is that what
there's
a lot of people.
gnomes
motion to
everywhere.
a
There's
gnome and I say,
dwarves are probably the
do you-
next most common.
Hey,
Excuse me,
dwarves.
sir. Do you know where we might be able to find some weapons or a hammer somewhere around here?
Oh yes, absolutely.
One of the gnomes.
The most likely place would be the Never Been Smithy.
Hey,
That's where we want to go. We'll head to the Never Been
Yes.
Smithy. Great. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it. And it's that direction?
Yes.
hey,
Thank you. Yep.
Yes.
hey.
All right.
Head
Let's
to the
head that way
Never-
then.
Never Smithy.
Lead the way, Bard.
The Never Bend Smithy.
Never
so like
been.
never bend.
Yeah, I thought it was
Like-
the Never.
Yeah. Never bend.
Never been there.
It's all sorts of things tonight.
I think the
All right.
bard's gonna get muted tonight.
So you will have to go down into the lower portions of the city. So you head over to the lifts that, during the day they're constantly moving up and down, taking people from the upper part of the city to the lower part, where all of the smiths and forges, for the most part, there's a few in the upper part of the city, but they're more oddities, kind of like the Hearth and Hammer, because it's combined with an inn, tavern, and a few places like that. So in the lower part, you go down easily enough. People can direct you to the Never Bend Smithy, and it's a family of gnomes running the place, and it does have a symbol for arms and armor on it. So you again, easy to find. So you
I lean over to
head that direction.
Thirden, let me do the talking. once
Let
we
me
walk
take
in.
this one, Bard. I think I've got your hint, Bard. I've got this. Hey, gnome! Hey, you!
roll initiative. No, I'm just kidding.
Upkeep! Yes!
No.
Yes! I rolled a 20. No.
Okay. So you see, kind of like, again, this, there's a forge and there's like kind of a front workshop area, and there's like a stall with a young gnome at the front. Looks, maybe in his teenage years. It's kind of hard to tell. And he's looks at you and he says, "Hi, what can I do for you?"
Hi, lad. I got this, Bard. I got this, Bard. Me and my friends here are interested in maybe upgrading our wares here. Wondering if you got a hammer by chance. Might hit a little stronger than this here banana I'm swinging.
Oh,
This is
that's
a banana.
that's a fine looking hammer you have there, sir.
Hey,
I
me and her
mean,
been through many battles.
I can take a look, but honestly, I mean, our hammers are quite strong, to be sure. Without knowing much about your own hammer there, sir, I don't know how much harder it hits. May depend on how hard you swing it.
I'll show you. Device.
He doesn't swing it very hard.
If you're looking
Go
for
ahead,
something
Bard.
magical, we don't have any of that here. We just have, we make some good solid arms though. We have, we do have some hammers and other items. We have some war hammers. We have some battle axes. We have some swords and some different types of armor. What are you looking for specifically? Just a hammer?
I think the Bard wants to speak. Go right ahead there, Bard.
Yes. I know that you probably craft some high-end sort of hammers and weapons for military and the war efforts, and I lay down the pendant as we have found ourselves. It's not widely spread news yet, but I'm sure you'll catch wind of it, that a traveling group of adventurers happened to save the city as of just last night from blowing everything up, and some of the direction that it's leading to is
well, that's
to
fabulous.
figure
Do you
out
know
some
them?
behind the scenes sort of stuff.
Hey,
It was us.
Oh, very
the
good,
Bard
very
was
good.
asleep most of the fight.
Congratulations.
This is true. He nearly died for the
Yes.
cause, okay? Show
Well,
the man some
adventuring is a
respect,
dangerous
I
business, right?
sacrificed my body for the team. Yes, and and you as a smithy here, up and coming, probably one of the greatest smithies this town may ever see. I'm sure you would love for this wonderful dwarf here to be wielding a hammer with your initials on it. So when people ask, "How did you defeat that great boss?" we're going to be speaking your name as a weaponsmith for us.
Oh,
So we're just wondering.
Well, that would be some
what
great
sort of
advertisement.
hammer would be wielded
I
for such a
don't-
great,
I
trusty.
don't think we have anything with our
dwarf here.
initials on it. We just we just kind of make some
Something you'd
good,
be very
sturdy,
proud of for
quality
us to-
quality hammers. Well, absolutely, I can show you what we have.
Okay.
And he, kind of points back, and there's a some stands, some like racks of different weapons, and you see that they look sturdy, well built, but they're more. They're not custom necessarily, so they're not like doesn't have like special engraving or anything. They look definitely kind of produced for a war effort. So there's 2 or 3 of the same looking hammers, a couple battle axes, you see some swords, stuff like that. So very, like I said, very
So,
good
Theoden,
quality
what do
looking,
you
but they're
think
not
about, will
necessarily
these
custom. per se.
Theoden, will one of these possibly suffice for now?
I'd swing me own one before I swung these. This was crafted by me great-grandpappy.
Oh, that seems like pretty significant then there, sir.
Aye.
What exactly are we looking
Okay,
for then?
Well,
Hey, just browse them, cleric.
if
Like that with your spear.
All right.
well, I'm sure you've
Must
got some
be.
brilliant ideas for maybe some custom-made weapons, and I'm sure even we're going to be here in town for a while. If you'd want to work on something custom, specifically made to fit this dwarf's build and strength, we could come back another time to see what you might have. But as of right now, I think that he's going to stick with his hammer here. But we appreciate your business.
Okay.
I'm pretty
If
strong.
you do plan on making something for him, it has to be the loudest thing you've ever made. If it's gonna fit
Aye.
him.
Oh, we could do loud.
I want the
It's gotta
enemies
be
to
loud.
know I'm coming.
Yep. Okay.
Especially when I throw the halfling at him first.
Or maybe perhaps a weapon of silence. Not sure which one would be best.
I feel like you guys are gonna trick me into picking up some cursed item that has like silence on it and can't let go of it.
All right. Is there anything else I can do for you, good sirs?
Lee, you said you were looking for something. Is this not the place for you?
I don't think I'm gonna find that item here.
Okay, but,
Perhaps you know where I could find an efficient quiver.
An efficient quiver. No, I don't think I've heard of such a thing. You say it's efficient. What does that mean?
It has a couple different sections to it, and it's the magical aspect of it is you can fit quite a bit of gear within it, and it
Oh, a
never weighs
magical
more than 2
quiver.
pounds.
Yeah, I
This is Lee, I don't know
honestly
if you've-
most
if
magical
you've really
items.
caught-
Most magical items, they're going to be pretty rare in the city. You know, we pride ourselves on being a city of industry here, so we've got a lot of good quality items, but magical items are pretty rare.
Yeah.
You could
Lee,
you
have
could definitely
looked
check with maybe a
around at
leather
all
worker or
as
something.
We've walked through this town. Have you seen this? This is a tinkerer's town. I mean, they're gifted in building. There's not magic flowing. They're extremely gifted in the tinkering of things. It's gonna be quite hard to find exactly the
Well,
magic items we might be looking for.
You know, I mean, like
I
you
didn't
could probably
necessarily
search
have high
around.
hopes, but I figured I could ask anyways.
Yeah.
You never know till you ask.
Yes,
I
this
think
is
we're
true.
all set up here, unless you guys need any more of them there healing potions or something
Yeah, I
like
was
that.
gonna ask,
I don't
do you
think
have
we'd
any
be finding
healing
any healing
potions?
potions here.
Oh no, we just have
No,
weapons and armor here.
Yes. Okay. Just thought I'd
You know,
ask.
the,
You
the
might-
coat of arms outside kind of gives it away.
Somebody throw the halfling out.
That is your job to throw the halfling, I believe.
I can take care of that.
Listen, look, I've got to look further than any of you to see it, and I'm apparently still at best. It's not my fault.
I mean, you could try the lay of the land.
I'm sorry. The what?
The lay of the land. It's an herbalist shop.
How do we need to get there? Or how do we go to get there?
Oh, the lay of the land is it's in the iron lot, and it's kind of a
Okay.
small wood-looking building. It's got a sign.
Not. No, it's down
It's got
down
a-
low. You gotcha.
You know,
Alright.
he's a young gnome. He's a blacksmith's son. You know.
perhaps we'll pay it a visit.
All right.
If everyone else is done, I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
Before we go, and just because we're a rude, crude band of idiots, what was your name, sir?
My name. Well, I appreciate you to considering it. My name is it's Balin.
Alan? B-A-L-A-N?
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Balin.
Balin. Yes.
Oh, Balin. My apologies. I've known a couple of Balins with double A's.
He's trying.
Yes. Very
He's
common.
still learning how to spell, and so that's why he asks when he learns of it.
Do you have
very
any?
nice, very
now,
nice.
last question before we go.
write
Do you have
it
any
down.
knee chopping devices? Anything that might make a person that's tall shorter? Perhaps
Oh,
in their
absolutely,
sleep?
absolutely. Any one of these, well quality built axes will do the trick.
Any that could be used as like that's already pre-made as like a trap of sorts.
I'm sure you could fashion it into a trap. There's plenty of tinkerers up here, that could
I'm not
probably
sure
do
what
that.
he's getting at.
Hey,
Okay, well, let's go ahead and
might
head
be
to the
someone I
lay
have
of
to
the
talk to.
land.
Thank you, Balin.
Hey,
Thank you, Balin.
Thank you, gents.
We will be back.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Thirdin, did you kind of catch what I was doing here? Kind of letting him know, we're the heroes of the town.
I got you, Bard.
And
But,
now he's
did
more
you-
interested in helping
Did you
us.
see how big
You
his
did a good-
eyes got when I started swinging my hammer in his face?
Yeah. It's
Yes.
not always intimidation. Intimidation may not always be the thing that we need to go with when working with some
Aye.
people, because there's potential of him making you a custom hammer. See how we
Aye.
kind of played through that? It was great. You did. You did great. You did better than I thought you would. I'll say that much. Oh, look, we're here at Lay of the Land. Is this the building?
I
here?
believe this is the
Hey,
place.
okay.
Roll,
Bard,
roll an
uh,
investigation check.
Listen, I'm not so dumb. I'm not the halfling here, okay?
I just rolled a nat 1.
So,
I'm at a
so
I'm at like
you-
beauty
You're at,
shop
like,
of some sort.
you're at-
for,
you're at
like,
some-
wigs and.
somebody's house. There's just a lady outside, like doing laundry.
Oh, do you have any healing
She
potions
has flowers.
in here? Do we just walk in?
Well,
Is
I
this-
don't think we're in the right place.
She kind of looks at you and hurries inside and shuts the door.
Quit talking to her. She does not like
Perhaps
it
you
at
need to go
all.
knock on the door.
I could have. Oh yes. Excuse me. Are you open now for business?
Aye, and he
We're
says
trying to
I'm
I'm sorry.
someone. Aye.
Oh, this is the wrong place.
Ask her name.
What is your name?
I'd
I have
rather
a
not
name,
say.
and it's a good one.
I don't
I'll tell
know
you
you.
just-
Listen, we've
Okay.
walked up and you scared the poor woman. She's not going to tell us her identity. We're sorry, ma'am. And I leave. While I'm leaving, I would like to
That was the
practice.
common goods place.
While we're walking, I'm going to take out some of my 50 feet of hempen rope, and I'm going to start tying different kinds of knots and just practicing different
Okay.
kinds of knots.
Okay. And I'm gonna let
Roll
Chewie
Staring
know.
down-
and Chewie's jumping after
Staring
the
down
rope.
Thirdin
Roll a
and Rowan specifically.
dexterity check.
Hey.
Where is my dexterity on this page? I'm
It's looking
looking
quite
right at it.
ominous while he's
Never mind, it's a
working on
plus.
these knots. That is he angry at both
a
of us? One
15.
of us?
I'll tell
Okay.
you this right now, Bard.
You
if you're
pretty
the
successfully
rope,
get the knots that you're trying to tie, trying to practice.
Okay.
So
I'll let down Chewie and he starts jumping at the rope that's kind of dangling as he's walking.
he's just following it, kind of.
yeah, exactly.
Isn't Chewie and Pete the same height
that's it.
though?
Yeah, he's pretty large. He's like a,
I-
he's like a
you know,
large
he's
dog.
probably-
And he takes the rope and runs
Probably
away. I
waist.
don't know what
He's
he
probably
does.
waist high. Maybe probably. Nah, he's probably, little higher than knee high. So.
Aye.
All right, so eventually you find your way to the lay of the land. You navigating the winding streets of the Iron Lot, you find a wedge-shaped hutch of smoke-stained thatch and warped wood. A faded sign bearing the name "The Lay of the Land" dangles over the door. Entering the shaded interior, you are greeted by all manner of smells, from pungent, fungi to dried weeds to burned incense. And a woman turns toward you, where she's eats in the corner there at a table, and she smiles, kind of with her mouth like half full of food, and her has long black hair. And she stands up and kind of gives you a mumbled greeting of, oh, hello, hello.
Hey.
Well, don't,
She says,
don't
Hey,
worry about
hey,
us.
dwarf,
swallows.
Feel free to
Found
finish
you a
your meal.
girlfriend.
says, oh, welcome, welcome. I'm Zendasa.
Hello.
Dasa.
Welcome to the lay of the land.
Thank you.
I think me.
How can I
buddies over
help you,
here,
young boys, today?
He was looking for some healing potions.
Oh, we have a few of those.
Hey.
All right.
We also have candles, antitoxins. We have some oils, some perfumes. Probably could use some of those. We have some
This bard here likes to die a lot, so
alchemist supplies.
you got like a bulk pack of them there healing potions for him? He could just pop them on right.
Do you happen to have any herbalism
Bulk
kits?
pack. We do have some herbalism kits, yes.
Hey, there you go.
Actually, I think I might already own one of those.
Hey,
Well, then you wouldn't need one.
Halfling don't even know what he's doing.
When you use one, is it like you used up the item, or do you just keep it?
No, it would be still in your inventory there. Like you'd still use it, kind of thing.
Hey, any of you guys need some healing potions?
Yeah,
do
how
you
much
have
are the
any?
healing potions?
Yes.
Yes, we do have a few.
How much are they?
Oh, let's see. Let's see.
I got this bard. Watch this. Eh. Hey, too expensive.
You don't even know how much it is yet.
Hey, halfling,
It's too soon.
watch your tone.
Watch your toes.
he looks down at it.
What is happening?
Hey, cleric.
Our standard healing potions are 50 gold pieces.
Hey,
And we do have one greater healing potion that
Hey,
is
the bard
100
needs
gold
that.
pieces.
hey.
All right.
We
I
have
believe.
two. 2 of the lesser and 1 of the greater.
I'd like to just have one of the lesser.
Okay. She
What?
goes over to a glass cabinet and
Ain't even gonna haggle
switches a
there.
latch and pulls out
Yeah, I'm not messing with that anymore.
red vial and brings it back over to you. It's got like a kind of leather carrying strap around it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for doing business.
I kind of like get up close, like I'm gonna whisper to her, where no one else can hear. I say,
Do you have any like hallucinogens or sleeping pills, something like that?
Oh well, I mean we have
Hey,
some very strong, strong natural herbs and remedies here.
what you think the
there
halfling's
can help
whispering
us.
about there,
Is
bard?
there anything guaranteed to put like a half elf
I
or a
think it's
dwarf
like
to sleep?
I think it's like a halfling or gnome talk. I don't know.
roll,
He rarely speaks common.
Roll a
Hey, halfling.
roll a stealth check to see if you can whisper quiet enough.
13.
Okay.
My
What's your-
passive perception is 14.
Yeah. So he definitely hears you. Whether he understands you or not is like another thing completely.
He hasn't understood him this entire time.
So,
Therein.
so Rowan,
I did-
roll a intelligence check to see if you understood him.
Oh, perfect. I got
Nice.
really high intelligence, guys.
I
let
don't
me
believe
tell
that
you.
for a second.
Don't. I'm
It's a
staring
12.
at your character.
Okay, so he did not understand what you said. He could hear you whispering to her, but that's it.
They're talking about something. I've never been able to understand them. Apparently, the gnome also speaks halfling, or whatever dialect is that they're
Aye.
speaking. But again, I'm not too worried about it. Seems to be some
Aye.
sort of herbalist,
She
druid type
kind of
talk.
whispers back to you and says, "Oh, I mean, we do have some incense that are quite strong. As far as drugging someone and knocking them out, it I'm afraid I don't have any of those right now, but I could maybe suggest a few things if you come back later.
Hey,
Right. It's just they don't none of these people sleep well enough. They don't rest, and I really just care for them. So I'm more trying to help them out than anything. They're also
That's
a
very
huge
kind of
pain
you.
in my butt sometimes.
hey, Halfling,
But
hurry up!
I can
The rest of us are
understand.
trying to
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Thank you very much. I'll be back later for sure.
Okay.
Hey,
Bless
Right.
you, child. Bless you.
Zendasa,
She's very motherly, kind of just like, oh yes, you all of you young.
hey.
Is there
I,
anything else that I can help you?
Yes. I don't know if we properly introduced ourselves yet, but we're a new up-and-coming adventuring crew, and you may have heard about
Oh, very nice.
the name Stahlmast and how he has been arrested.
Hmm.
That was due to this
I
party.
did not know he was arrested, but I have
planning-
heard of him. Yes, I
I'm
believe he
pretty
left the
sure
city
it was
long
me
ago.
old
But
Hammer that dropped him.
Hey,
Well,
This
Isn't
is
that
quite true.
nice, dear?
So he was actually planning. He was actually planning to blow up Hupperduke, and we managed to stop him and arrest him.
Well, good for you.
And so we're here gathering some additional supplies and to make sure that Hupperduke is nice and safe. And I'm going
Well, it
to be
sounds like
honest,
you did,
sometimes
didn't you?
I get myself into. Yes, sometimes I get myself into quite a tussle, into quite dangerous
I'm sure
predicaments
you do.
where I get close to dying.
But
So
he
I found my
runs his
eyes on
mouth
this
too much.
greater healing potion here, and I'm wondering
Yes.
if you might part with it for 80 GP instead of the 100, and we'll be sure to come back and buy more healing potions because I'm guaranteed to get hurt again, and I will
This is
probably
true,
use it in
yes.
our next adventure.
Roll a
So
persuasion
do
check.
continued business. That would be an 18.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I could part with it for 80 because you all are so sweet, and thank you for doing such a kind job keeping the
thank
city
you.
safe.
Hey, the gold tongue of the bard strikes again.
Excellent.
She's
work.
just like, oh, you guys are so
Hey.
so sweet. Thank you for saving us. And she knows she's kind of like, yeah, she's like, they think they saved the city. Good job, kind of like,
Yeah.
not like demeaning, but like, that kind of motherly, like, oh, good for you, dude. That's such a good job, kind of thing. But yeah, she hands it over for 80 gold.
So it's a potion of healing, parentheses greater.
It's a
this,
greater
am I
healing.
correct?
Yes.
Excellent. All right.
We'll
That's
look
a
for
that's a
that.
good thing to have on
It
hand.
should be the one that's 44, I believe.
Yeah,
Hey.
44.
Definitely
This
need
is
something
44
like
plus
that
40
there,
points.
bard.
Yes.
To be clear, that's
Well, so-
4d4, not 44.
4d4
No, I
plus
know that.
4.
He doesn't have
40.
44 health.
It's true. It would be a little wasted.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you
Okay,
very much. And thank you all very much for shopping at the Lay of the Land.
Hey,
This is
Of course.
fantastic. Is there any, do you need us while we're here to help you with anything? We just enjoyed your presence so much and appreciate
absolutely.
you.
I mean, there's some manure out back if you'd like to shovel it.
hey.
Yeah, Thurden would love to
He
leave
just
with
goes
Phil as
ahead and
well.
rolls his
I'll
sleeve.
gladly.
Hey,
All right.
hey.
Third and roll a
We spend the
performance
next
check
however
with
long to
advantage.
shovel manure.
We'll do
I'm-
what?
I'm-
We'll throw
Roll-
roll
I'm
what?
going to
Roll a performance check with advantage.
Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, like, you see there's like some garden stuff along the side.
I'm 15.
15? Okay. Easy enough. You go over there and, there's a shovel leaning against where there's some, and you can see there's like the indicated, like where she was working, putting some into some flower beds or something. And you're just like putting it in there. Like, and she's like, oh, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you very much. You know what? Next time, I'll be sure to give you all a good discount.
I go ahead and I wipe me hands on
The
the
dwarf
cloak
is
of the
really our
cleric.
people person. He's the one that gets most of our discounts.
Hey, hey. Where a
Thank you,
silver
Ron.
tongue like the
Yes.
bard doesn't come in, a strong back from a dwarf does.
Well, thank you. You've been very nice, very helpful.
Of course. Well, thank you.
I'm going to
It's
finish
been
my
a
lunch
pleasure.
now.
I enjoy that.
I will. Thank
Hey.
you very much. You're very kind.
Onward. Okay, let's go. I say we go back, unless you guys need something else. Let's go see if we can find any more fun in the cave there.
Gladly.
Now, as we
I'm
walk away, I
ready
whisper
to
that
go.
Chewie found a mouse in there. I really hope it was not a pet. Let's just keep going.
Oh no.
Is it?
Oh no.
If it's still alive, I'd like to see it, please.
It is not. What would you have done with it if it were?
Hey, Bard. I think
You know,
getting out
I'm not
alive?
quite sure.
About-
We're just seeing what it goes.
I think he's into a little,
Okay.
thing with the animals.
Is there any other places you would like to go before heading off to the cave?
Hey, the
I
cave.
don't, but would I have got my manacles back after we brought Stahlmast?
Yeah, we could say, yeah, you were able to say,
Okay.
you were able to indicate, those are my manacles, I'd like to get them back, and then they would, take them and put them in there, so.
Excellent.
Something that I forgot to check on. Is there somewhere that's that like specializes in Arcana or something that I could get to check on an item?
Yeah, you could do that at the Hearth Hammer. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Can we retcon and say? Because I just remembered that I had this. Can we retcon and say I asked about it? Because I think I have somewhere in my notes I have Stahlmast's goggles,
Oh, yes, absolutely.
and I didn't know
yes,
if those
so,
were
yeah, we
inherently magical.
rewind a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, absolutely. Will takes, because he checked out the sending stone for you guys, and so he would have taken a look and let you know that those are. Let me
Goggles
find
of
it,
strength.
1 second.
Plus 2 to strength. Give them
Nope.
to me.
Definitely not that. They are. Oh, hold on, almost there. They are goggles of night.
Okay.
While wearing these, you have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. And if you already have dark vision, it increases by 60 feet.
Excellent.
So
I don't think I
100
have dark vision.
That's impressive. Yeah.
Halflings,
that-
I believe, do not. So,
Excellent.
There you go.
I'm
It's
gonna
just,
be
I think
wearing.
it's just me and the elf, right?
Yeah.
Me
I'm gonna wear this.
Half
I'm gonna
elf.
wear. I need to go
Yeah.
get me some goggles and wear them on my forehead now.
there you go.
You definitely should.
There's a
Does the
picture.
cat have
There's a. It's these
dark
are
vision?
magic item that if you search them, you should be able to put
Suppose as
them in
much
there.
as any cat does.
They have a pretty cool look to them.
So Jace is the only
Okay.
one in the party, including the cat, doesn't have.
Yes.
Dark
I
vision.
just follow you.
I say we leave him and let them stumble around in the dark.
I mean, he has a light spell, so.
Yes, I can make light if I need to. It's just not as sneak. Well, never mind. It's really not very sneaky when the dwarf
Not
is
as
in the dark
sneaky
either.
as the dwarf.
Never mind. I can
Aye.
set the whole building on fire and still be more sneaky.
I don't need to sneak. Just divine smite him to death.
So,
All right, so
That last fight gave him too big a head.
heading off to the cave.
Yes, of course.
Perfect.
Let's make a way.
All right,
as
so
we're going to the cave, I'm gonna be like, Rowan, what does this talk about adventuring party or adventuring crew?
Hey, I never said I liked you guys enough to team up.
Okay. All it is a way for us to communicate to possibly lower the cost of items as we're traveling around together and defeating so and so. We've worked quite well together so far, and we still have a few more missions. Here, we might as well continue to team up. But I do recommend it doesn't flow off the tongue very well to say we're the new adventuring party. So as we're
We
traveling,
need a team
maybe,
name.
maybe we come up with a team name. Don't have to come up with one right now.
Hey,
but,
divine smite!
let's think about it. Dwell on it for a little.
Divine
And
smite!
then no, that's not. That is your name for what you do.
My
It's
name's
not
Thurden.
an adventuring party. Yes.
Thurden!
yes.
Thurden, Bard!
Yeah.
Thurden, Bard! Jesus.
Theoden?
There it is.
Theoden.
Yes, I know
Your name is
your
Theoden.
name.
Bard! Jeez!
Yes. Oh, I know your name.
I just imagine
we
what-
need a name as a team.
I think you just rolled another nat 1 on an intelligence check.
I just
said,
imagine that
listen,
we're
we
like
can call you the divine smite.
Hey,
we're
That's
like
not,
walking down this
adventuring
road.
part.
And Rowan's saying all this, and I just hear Rowan like 60 feet behind us yells, "Divine Smite!" and a bunch of birds fly off. And like, we're not
hey,
paying attention to
divine
him.
smite! I think divine smite is a great name for us.
Maybe we'll put that in the list of.
We could be the half-dead elf.
options.
Yes,
That's-
the make sure that the half elf is half dead. Or,
It doesn't really have a
yes.
good ring to it either.
Yeah.
Perhaps it'll come to us in time.
I don't think your strong suit is naming a team, but that's okay. You're great in other ways. Appreciate it.
Your tongue doesn't work on
we'll just
me,
think
then,
about it.
Bard.
All right.
Can I roll a persuasion on him? No, we're good.
Nah, probably not.
All right.
Okay, so you guys are heading off to the cave, heading back up the mountain path. You're getting quite familiar with this path now, and you're able to go. You do have the key, so you're able to easily unlock it and get back in through the steel door. But as you come to the steel door, are you just going right back in? What are you doing?
I just
Hey,
walk in. I don't stealth. at
Charge
this point.
right in. This is ours now.
No, there's still. When we left sneakily and in a hurry. There's still things in here.
Hey, a divine smite will take care of them, Bard.
That's
You know,
not
honestly, I
a
think we should just
team
let him do
name.
it. Just let him go.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Listen. All right,
I like the idea of barging in like we own the
Hey,
place.
Theoden, you go that way, and we'll follow you. We're gonna go this way.
Hey,
I
halfling,
actually
I
like
could
this
pick you
plan.
up and bounce you against a couple walls.
That's yeah.
All
we
right,
probably
so
could. I know.
you're back at the lair, and you're about to head in. Let's go ahead and take a quick break before we
Aye.
get
Okay.
invested. So
Good, because my bean water
5-minute
ran
break.
out.
Gotta get that bean water.
Yeah.
I gotta get some more water as well.
Yep.
All right.
Same. All right,
So-
guys, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, real fast.
All right, gentlemen. Had to say goodnight to my wife, so.
Common.
All right, let's get back to it. Stop the music. All right, as we enter the cave, you get back to the door at the back of the cavern entrance and unlock it, and there's still torches lit in there, and you all are back into the cave. What if you have Astral pulled up?
Mm-hmm. I do.
It's still showing me at the town right now.
Yeah.
Okay. We're
If
back.
we're inside, can I take a moment to just kind of meditate and sit there and see if I can feel, if Scrit has been through here recently?
Yes, go for it. Make a perception check with disadvantage because it's been a day.
Okay, I only need to roll once.
Okay. So you didn't see anything.
I don't know.
Scrit's been through here. I can feel it.
Hey, Scrit!
I don't know
Where
that
did you-
bard.
Scrit!
Just kidding. That was y'all.
I'm cut deep, wounded. In my soul.
One day we will find Scrit. I hope
Day.
he's doing all right.
I hope
he's
so.
not still hanging
No.
around the wrong crowd.
Although I
like-
hope
Show
that he
me
was
your
like kidnapped or
friends.
I
something.
felt like we could have Scrit stay here while we're gone
Yes.
and take care of this cave for us.
Yeah,
Hey,
True.
you know,
That's true.
I
show
wouldn't
me your
want
friends
this.
and I'll show you your future.
I didn't want this Scrit thing around me anymore ever.
All right. That's right. We could leave the dwarf to take care of the cave.
Could leave the dwarves to take care of the cave.
Hey,
Okay.
I could
Good
hang.
Dwarves love caves.
I could hang an
Yes,
elf.
dwarves do love caves.
I could hang an elf, a halfling, a human, and a half elf on the walls if I wanted to.
You could.
Yeah.
And those
that's out
poor
there.
people would just have to be stuck here. But we'd be adventuring.
Yes.
All right, so you enter the cave. Are you going to be stealthy or are you going to just walk through?
Why do you even want me to roll this? Like,
I just
We are
offer.
just going to walk in.
I
Yeah.
cling my swords. I cling my swords together and I say, "We're back."
I
Finish up.
We're walking in such a manner. If we had a name, we'd be chanting it as we walk through. We don't,
Hey.
so we won't do that.
We have
So,
a name.
okay, so you walk in. You remember, you walk in and there is a straight hall in front of you. You can see some tables and the low lantern light of the common area. And there's the hallway to the left. If you remember, that's the way you went originally with the crossbow
Hey,
area.
is the crossbow still moving? Like it's still automatic.
Make a
and-
perception check.
Oh, golly.
I'd like to help him.
Okay.
You can
Says,
do
"Look,
more than that.
it's
You
over
can
there."
roll for me.
I'll roll.
Hey, this is actually really good. I got a 16 and 18. I'll tell you that. 18.
All right.
Oh, nice.
So you look down the hall and it is not moving.
Hey, let's go that way. I remember another path on our way that way.
I think I know a name we could have.
Let's hear.
SFC. Scrit Fan Club.
Yeah. There we go.
Yes,
All right, it's time to roll initiative on the monk.
Okay. So you're going down the hallway
Yeah,
where the
I'm gonna go
crossbow
ahead.
was?
I'm gonna go ahead and move past the crossbow then this way.
Okay. So as you go down the crossbow, you do, let's see.
Hey,
Lee and Rowan roll perception.
hey, what are they looking at?
I'd say 22.
Yeah, we'll go
Okay.
with his.
So Lee, you notice there, you spy over kind of against the wall the bag of blasting powder that you threw over there. That was thrown back there. So you may collect it if you'd like.
Okay, let me go ahead and do that.
That was the one
Wasn't
you
that-
left as like a booby trap for anyone coming behind you.
Hey.
Wasn't that where the blasting pad? Oh, you're gonna hang on to that. That's probably good. We picked that up.
Okay. So continuing to move at
I'm
a
gonna
rapid
go ahead and-
pace.
I'm moving. I'm looking for something to smash.
Okay. So coming this way, you do see this is the next junction in the cave tunnel. You remember that you headed north
North.
on this last one, and it doubles back around. So you're going to head to the next hallway to the left.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Okay.
I do remember a door up there that we didn't go through. It was locked or some sort. Around there. So on our way back, maybe we can find another pathway. I believe it.
I'm with you, Bart.
Wasn't that the door?
But let's
from
go ahead and
that
hit this
Slayer? Like that we went through.
Before
Possibly.
we-
We
There
can
was,
actually,
there was a steam room,
Yes.
but don't know
It
if
might
those were
have
connected.
led through the steam room. Yes, yes, yes,
I think
yes.
that's like a sauna, perhaps. Yep, probably,
Okay.
probably
Could
not.
be if you use it right.
Oh, okay. Well,
All right.
well,
So
same as ours. I know where I'm going.
So you're heading this way, right? And you come across here. Roll a perception check.
Who?
I'm walking right there with
I'll
him.
do it.
So
I'll do it. I got this, guys.
Are you gonna?
I rolled an
Okay.
18, and I got this.
can I also roll?
Yes, you can
Oh,
also roll.
18, baby. It's hot tonight.
Okay.
Hey.
So as you enter the
God
room,
smile heaven.
I
Okay.
had a dirty 20, if that's helpful.
yeah, that's good. So as you enter the room, you see across the room there is another kobold.
Is he dead?
Can I make
Is
a
it-
perception
No,
check
sorry.
to see if it's script?
Doesn't matter. I'm throwing the hammer anyway.
Throw his hammer. He's gonna disarm himself willingly.
Actually, you see two. So,
There's two.
okay. You see two of them over there, and as you see them, they have their crossbows out, and they say, "Oh, oh!" and they take aim and they fire at you. So, roll for
For initiative.
initiative.
One of them is firing
Do
at
we
me.
think
right?
there's any chance we can swing them? Their master is
Oof.
gone.
I just
Good
rolled
one,
a
Theoden.
20 for my initiative. My initiative's 24.
Okay.
I threw a nat 3 out there,
Um,
so that's a
went and rolled a
7.
12 for us.
The monk's going last.
That's a
Theoden's
7.
going before that.
Let Theoden roll.
I hate critting on an initiative because it.
I did not roll 4. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I got a 12 on my D&D Beyond roll, but then I just went and rolled my physical dice and rolled a nat 20. So
You don't get to roll both.
Physical
I
dice are the
didn't.
way
I
to
didn't.
go.
The second one didn't work. I was just saying. I'm going to use those.
It looks like you got a 12 on your.
I did. That's what I got
Okay.
in
all right.
D&D Beyond. But then I have my actual dice sitting here, so I just threw the D20 to see what it'd be.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
No, I don't know if you heard that was an 11 for me.
11 for Pete.
Yep.
And Lee, what was yours?
7.
7. Rowan,
24.
24. Theoden.
Nicely done.
I'm gonna go after the rats and everything else get a turn because I rolled a 4.
Okay. And Jace, you had a 12.
12. 12, yeah. And for reference, when we came in, Chewie did make his way into the cloak.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Rowan,
Said that when you said rats, though.
real quick,
Yes.
Ooh, I think he's gonna
make another perception check. Just a straight perception check.
I was going to ask. I was going to ask what the floor is like.
Yes.
In here. Is that what I'm?
Yes, that's what you're
Perception,
investigating at the
yeah.
moment. Or perceiving at the moment.
Let me know if I can figure it out with a 23. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh,
All
I'm
right.
seeing- I'm finally
Kinda
seeing
weak,
them in
honestly.
real time on D&D Beyond, so it's cool to see what you guys roll pop up.
So you are right there with Theoden, and before they get a turn, so because you guys perceived them, they do not get a sneak attack, but they are preparing to fire.
Hey.
And as you are seeing them, you see that, let's see, the iron floor, there's a groove in the center of it, bisecting it lengthwise down the middle of the floor. So
There's a groove.
Mm-hmm.
So, with my perception, am I just noticing the groove, or
You're
am I
noticing
able
the
to tell
groove.
that this
You're
is
noticing the groove.
that this is? Am I piecing together that this is a potential trap, like the floor is going to drop out?
You could roll an investigation for it.
I shall.
Okay.
Come on, guys. We're hoping for another high roll here.
This
but
will
I got
take your
+1.
turn,
This
by the
is-
way, to investigate.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I only got a 10.
Okay. It's kind of hard to tell the purpose of it. But like I said, you notice there's a groove.
Okay, I'm hesitant. My movement would be to potentially try to hide behind one of these barrels, or if I pull one of the barrels in front so that I can use it as somewhat of cover.
Okay. We'll say you could probably get half cover from it.
Cool. And
okay.
I'll tell the rest of the party. There seems to be a groove in the middle of this floor here. I'm quite hesitant to move forward because potential of this being a trap.
Yes, I. Thank you
Okay.
for the information. Theoden, did you hear him?
Divine smite.
That's what I was afraid of.
All right. So
So we'll let him
you
test the trap.
get. So now the kobolds do get a chance to fire at you, and they are going to fire at.
they're firing
One is
at
going
me.
to fire at.
Lee?
No, they're both going to fire at Rowan because he's in front. So
Don't worry, Rowan.
I do have half cover, so I forget how that
Yes.
helps. And
it increases the AC, your AC.
by how much?
We're gonna go with by 1.
Hey, that's good enough. I got you. I
I
got
was
you.
trying to look
So, for what is that,
definition
17 now?
or- Yeah, 17.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that is a 17. So.
If it
And a
meets
miss.
it,
So one
it
of them
meets
hits you,
it.
and one of them misses you.
Hey, it does not.
Okay.
Okay. So it is. You get hit for 8 points of damage
I'm gonna go ahead and use my
with a crossbow bolt.
I'm gonna go ahead and use an interception.
Okay, perfect. So go ahead and roll your intercept.
So it's 1d10 plus 2.
Perfect.
So I will block 5.
Okay, so you take 3 points of damage. So he reaches out and he sticks his. Do you have your shield, or are you doing it with your?
I got my shield. I still got my
okay.
shield on.
So you
I'll
stick
go
your,
get it.
he sticks his shield out, and it kind of clings off and just kind of skims your shoulder there, as it kind of goes between the shield and you, going off behind you. So. Okay, so it would be Jace's turn.
All right. I look down and I see the floor that he's talking about, and I raise up my crossbow and I fire at we'll say the one on the left.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, that's it's a nat 20 to hit.
Okay.
Ooh,
But
that's
you
a
weren't rolling
crit.
with those anymore.
Well, I realized you guys
what
could
was
see
that?
them,
See
so I was
that.
like.
What was
and-
that,
Alright.
Pete, that you were saying? Something about the
Yeah, that's
possible team name
6
here
damage.
on this crit?
Oh, I had an idea for possible team names or phrases that we could use, and I'm just going to talk about it while it's everybody else's turn. By the way, I had a thought that maybe we should all just start saying, "Oops, I crit it again."
Did you roll critical damage?
Yeah, I think it automatically did it. I rolled a 2
I
and
see
a
that.
3. Yeah.
Okay. So 6 damage. So you hit it, and it squeals and takes the crossbow to the shoulder and reels backwards for a second, in great pain. So. Okay.
Okay.
Is that your
And
turn?
That'd be, yeah, that's my turn.
All right. So it is Pete's turn.
Yes. I am going to look around Rowan and cast Ice Knife at first level.
Ooh.
At either one, really. I guess I'll cast it at the one that just took damage.
Okay,
my plan.
go for it.
So with Ice Knife, you create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range, 60 feet. They're at 55 feet. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage. So
Nice.
with my spell casting, it'll be a +5. So that was an 18 plus 5. I'm bad at math. I'm not even going to because I know it hits.
Sure.
So they're
Okay,
gonna
it
take-
hits. Absolutely.
It's a 23 there, halfling.
I'm going to roll that not on my phone, if that's okay. That is... So on a d10, if you roll a 0, do you count that as 10? Or as a 1?
10.
Then I did 10 damage to them.
Hold on. You rolled a percentage die, right?
Yes. Yeah. Not this one, but the other of this one, because this is my
Right,
10s,
right.
so I rolled the ones.
Correct. Yeah, so that's the 10.
So the shard then explodes, and that creature, they both have to make a dexterity saving throw of 13 or higher, or take 2d6 cold damage.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's see.
That was impressive, Pete.
Hey,
You didn't know that I could just do. You thought I could just do fire, didn't you?
I
Wrong.
a druid showing up today.
What was that? What do you call that? That was.
Don't know what I call it yet, but it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Hey, Bard.
It was
I think
very
he was.
cool.
I think he was actually aiming at your back of your head.
Oh, is that why you threw it with so much vigor?
Okay. Let me roll for that.
His name's
I was
not
definitely.
Victor, Bard.
I was definitely
His name is
aiming
not
for them.
Victor.
Okay,
it's
so the
Pete.
first kobold that was injured, he unfortunately did not get out of the way, and so he took the damage from the ice knife. The second one was able to dodge it, and does he take half damage, or is it just?
But succeed on a saving throw. So if they succeed, they don't take any damage. But
Okay.
if they fail, they
So the second one was able to, kind of avoid the damage, but the first one collapses in a heap there in the floor.
and takes 7 more damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually done.
And Lee.
All right, I'm gonna pull up my longbow, make an attack with that.
Okay.
Should be able to shoot right over my head.
That probably doesn't hit. It's a
What?
14.
Hits. Go for it.
Okay. And that is 8 damage.
Hey.
Okay. So you take a shot, and your arrow finds its mark right in center mass on the remaining kobold, and he clutches it at the arrow, and he's really hurt. So
So the Kensei shot I can add as a bonus action to my ranged weapon attack.
okay.
Can I go ahead and do that now? I know I didn't say it before, but
Since you didn't call it
Okay.
beforehand, I'd say probably not. So
all right. Then I'm going to go ahead and just run across the. Run across there.
okay. Let's see. Where are you gonna run to? Just straight over to it.
Yeah, as close as I can get to them.
Okay. How much do you weigh?
I weigh
Oh no.
a measly
I'm going back around, guys.
140.
Okay. So you make it about 10 feet onto the platform. And you all of a sudden feel something start to shift. Roll a... Let's see. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
15.
Okay. So as you run across, you see the side of the sides of the entire floor begin to shift, and they fall away as you start running across them. You are able to, however, reach over and leap to the side of the cavern and cling onto the wall. It's a rough hewn stone wall, and so you grab onto the wall and avoid tumbling into the water below. Roll a perception check.
That is going to be 14.
Okay. You notice there are 3 creatures swimming around in the water below that appear to be sharks.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Going in, boys.
All right.
Dinner is
Do it.
served.
Divine smite the
I-
sharks.
Am I able to I know my turn is over this round, but am I able to make a shot where I am, or since I'm holding on to the wall, am I not able to do that?
Say that again. You're trying to. What are you trying to do?
I know my turn's over now, but next turn, can I make a shot from where I am, or since I'm holding onto the wall, I'm not able to?
You might be able to.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. So.
Hey, I'm glad I rolled
Okay.
such a crummy initiative.
So it is now.
I'd have been dead.
All that plate and dwarf would have fallen right in.
Hey.
It just sunk.
Okay.
The shark would have broken a tooth on that armor, though.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Hey.
All right.
Hey.
Pete.
I'm going to take a. The floor is gone, entirely, right?
There is kind of a very narrow ledge where the hinges come down for the door that he's kind of clinging to the wall, and his toes are on it barely. So I mean, it looks like it might be traversable.
Is it Pete's turn again?
So
I thought Pete just threw a cold knife.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pete. You did throw a cold knife. My mistake.
I had
thought for some reason. Sorry.
I have questions.
You were like,
if
I'm
I
going
can ask
again.
them anyway, though.
You can ask.
I believe it's
Um,
Jace's turn.
It
as-
is Theoden's turn.
Yeah, I'll just wait till my next turn to ask them.
Jace has to go. Jace goes before me. He rolled 12.
Oh,
I rolled
yes.
4.
Jace.
He
know.
went already, didn't he? He shot a crossbow.
He did.
I shot a crossbow.
It is Theoden's turn.
Are you sure? You sure it's not Rowan's?
I'm
Let
positive.
Rowan go first.
Hey.
Theoden's turn.
I'm curious what Theoden's going to do here.
Hey.
Well, go ahead, throw your hammer like you wanted to do. Go ahead.
Hit him with your hammer, Theoden.
Like I said,
My hammer has 5
Theoden,
feet
you could try to traverse the side there.
Let's be real here. Let's be
desperately want to
real
watch
here.
this.
You know,
Hold on. I'm looking to see if I've got.
roll an intelligence check. Theoden.
Did you just look at my character sheet?
Nope,
and be
nope.
like,
I didn't.
What's he got that's the lowest?
No. Just roll an intelligence check.
I believe he could tell that from his interactions.
A 6.
Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty tough situation you're in here.
Thanks.
It's unfortunate because I'm
to the bottom of that
seeing.
water.
I read through all these feats that I wanted, and I'm wishing I'd taken so many of them right now. I immediately see uses.
What did he have to roll?
I rolled a 15.
No. What stat did you
Well,
roll?
he had to roll dexterity to avoid falling in with the, like at the moment of it opening up. Now, doing something else, and a could potentially use another attribute. It could use strength. It could use athletics. It could use something else. I mean, if you are, depending on what you want to do, if you want to try to climb the wall on the side, climbing is generally strength based.
How far can you jump?
You can usually jump
About 50 feet?
about.
How far can you throw a note?
Is it
For halfling.
half of your strength or right at your strength? So
Look, I'll look.
I think it's like half your strength.
One time I don't have my book next to me.
I know. I mean,
Guys, I really have no idea what to do.
You should have taken
could
one of those
just-
daggers.
Run.
Throw
And
it.
go around. Cut him off at the pass. Cut him off at the pass.
Maybe.
Cover a
something's
number
right.
of feet up to your strength score.
yeah. So it's your strength in
But
feet.
to make a long jump, you have to run 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
Yep.
So,
So
you're
if
telling me he can jump 18
feet.
feet flat out?
But gosh, these thighs can.
He's.
But
I
how
did
far
use-
can he
he's
jump
super
if he
athletic.
uses the boots
Hey,
first?
when I put 2 in strength, I didn't just work my upper body, okay?
Skip leg day. I completely skip leg day. I
How
don't
far
believe
can
for
he
a
jump
minute.
if he hits the boots first? Just that extra speed, does that help at all?
It actually does. My channel divinity helps more than it does, though.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I really want to see like a repeat of the door headbutt thing. Him just
Crashes down into the water.
Like I said, you could try climbing along the wall, and climbing would use athletics.
And so when I'm climbing, I would what, traverse the edge?
Yeah, either side. Either side you could use. Yeah.
Climbing speed.
Are either of these? One of them's dead,
Climbing
right?
speed should be half your movement.
One of them is dead. That is correct.
Let's see.
You can hold your action too.
yeah, you could always hold or
It's
shield of
it's not
faith
gonna
on
do
one of.
me any.
Could you cast like shield of faith on Lee since he's out there in the open, or something of that sort?
It'll be all right. I'm not using my spell slots for that. Got too much divine smiting to do. I'll go ahead and. So it's half my movement speed to climb.
So not exactly. So you will need to make a athletics check
Right.
if you want to climb.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go climbing this way.
Okay, up by Lee.
Yeah.
Now, if you do that, you will have to try to get around Lee if you want to move past him, which will be
No, I'm not
more
gonna move
difficult
past
check.
him. I'm not gonna move past him. I
Okay.
don't think if it is half my thing, I won't.
It's not going to be half your movement speed to do it.
Oh,
You're just
it's
going to have to
not?
make a check for so many feet that you travel.
Okay. Well then I'll go the south edge then. I'll go
Okay.
the south edge then. All right. So athletics check you said.
Yes. Make an athletics check. Okay, 14. You get out simple enough easy going at the beginning, and you're able to continue on the edge here. Did you want to travel any further? You've gotten about 10 feet out.
I mean, how far can I go there?
You probably could go another 10 feet with as much movement speed as you have left.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. Go ahead and make another athletics check.
Jeez, come on, get out of here with this. I'm gonna roll high for the dumbest things today. And then when it's initiative time, give him a 3+1.
What
I
did-
mean,
what
this
did you
is
roll?
something that you probably want to roll high for.
24?
You don't want
Perfect.
to
Yeah,
roll
you don't
Okay.
really want to
sharks.
fail this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
can't-
it's
can't
plus
swim in
6,
heavy
guys.
armor.
It's plus 6. That's
Okay.
the-
This is true.
So you are halfway across the chasm right now. And Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay.
No. Not at this point.
Okay. Yeah. No problem. You've started making your way across easily enough. Top of the round, Rowan.
Oh,
It is your turn.
I would like to.
I'd love for you to kill the other guy.
I can't. Bro, he's like 60 feet away.
Yeah, no,
Right.
that's my problem.
Talk him to death.
I had nothing. My hand axe only does 20. So.
Hey, you're no better than your friend there. And you'll never be as good as your brother. And I cast Vicious Mockery on the other kobold. It's a wisdom
how
save
far
of
away are you?
14.
Do you have to be? How far away do you have to
It's
be?
a 60 feet cast. 60
Okay,
feet.
so-
And I believe it's 45 across the chasm. 10,
Okay,
15,
perfect.
20,
Yep, you're close enough.
30, 35,
Okay,
40.
so what is it, a
Yeah.
wisdom save?
Wisdom save 14.
Okay. So he turns and he fails his wisdom save. And what did you cast?
Great.
Vicious
Mockery.
You
It
do
just says
one damage?
1 point of damage.
Oh man.
Yep.
So he is cut to
And
the
he has
quick.
disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Cut to the
All
four
right.
of them.
So
He knows his brother's really
he knows
great.
his brother's
And
also
he knows
dead,
he'll never
so-
measure up to
Is
him.
your brother straight, perchance?
Hi.
So he looks at you all as you're traversing this, and he turns around and runs away.
Oh, no.
Oh.
So, is that
Okay.
in combat?
That does end combat at this moment.
Would I be able to do an investigation, try to figure out how to bring the floor back? Like, is there like a lever or anything, or
let's
perception,
see.
or
Do
So
an
the
insight
the
check on the
ones-
sharks.
The one's dead
Insight
then,
check
right?
on the sharks.
Yeah, one of
Yes.
them.
The
One
other
of
one
them
is
is
dead.
dead.
One's damaged
One of them is
general.
So can I finish climbing my way across so I'm not dangling over here?
You
his
can't.
body?
We'll say that now that there's no danger, it's easy enough for you to slowly traverse across the way.
I'll join him.
If you
Yeah, I'll make my way too.
everybody, okay, so everybody make a athletics check for me though. We're gonna do this as a group check.
I'm
Jace is falling in. Jace is falling in.
I did not say that I was trying to climb across this thing.
16.
yeah.
Okay.
I may be 35 pounds and small, but I don't know that I want to cross this because I'm 35 pounds and small and there's sharks
Okay.
in the water.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's see. Hold on a sec.
Hey, try to find a lever or something over there on that
Yeah,
side.
I make my way across to see what I can find. I
How-
rolled a 16.
And I do acrobatics, trying to just walk across that thin ledge.
Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be athletics. You're not necessarily tumbling or doing anything like that. So
It was a 3.
okay. Let's do this. Jace, roll a dexterity check now.
Dexterity.
Wow. This is not a strong suit here.
And you
11?
can roll. Okay, easy enough. You reach out and you keep him from falling in. So Lee, you're okay for now.
Got you. You okay?
And I have a thought of something that might help. Now that
Okay.
Jace is holding Lee's hand, if I cast Entangle, there is grasping weeds provided sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square,
Okay.
starting from a point within range, and I can. Is that Entangle or is it? I think it's Entangle. I can move creatures up to 10 feet closer to me. I don't know if that's actually Entangle or Grasping
Okay.
Vine. Hold on. check.
So as you guys are
Sorry,
about
Thorn Whip.
halfway across, awkwardly holding hands, the doors go
If I-
shut, and you are up against the wall, holding hands. So But so they're now shut, so maybe no danger of falling in.
Sheridan, this was your one chance to be able to throw me across a chasm, and now you're away there.
I was actually gonna ask how much each of you weigh. I was just gonna come back across, and carry each of one of you on my back one at a time, because my carry weight's like 300 and something pounds, and I've only got like 140 pounds of stuff.
All right, so I take it we just all make our way across.
No, nobody said that.
I mean, you can continue along on the edge, or are you going to try to walk out in the middle?
I would continue just along the edge.
Okay.
But I also assumed I rolled good enough to do that.
Yeah, you did. So.
Once we get to the other side, do we see any sort of levers or anything like that?
You do not see any levers. Is anyone else going across at the moment?
I think we should wait on them going across before we try to send everyone across at the same time.
They make it across. They make it across.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Stay close
Pete,
to
would
the
you like
edge.
to go
You should have enough time to
first?
sprint across if it begins to open. Whatever.
Pete, you seem light.
I think I'll shimmy across the edge.
Also, while you were going over there, sorry, the kobold did already explode. So.
Oh, great.
You know. Old hat now.
Exploding kobolds, almost forgot.
I know.
Yes.
It did while you were still, standing out there in the middle. So Rowan and Pete, were you crossing over there?
He's going to go across first and shimmy, and then I was going to also go along the side.
Are you going across the middle, or are you going across the...
I'm shimmying across the edge. I think we're
I'm going to go across the edge as well.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Roll
it's after
athletics.
he makes it across.
I'll go ahead and give you advantage, though, because now you know what's going on. You've kinda seen
Athletics?
Athletics for both of you. With advantage.
Is 35 pounds set off mechanism anyway?
You don't know. You haven't tried.
Okay, well, my athletics is a +0, so let's see how this goes.
This is unreal. The one time I have something that's actually positive, and you're like, yeah, now we're just going to shut the doors. Everybody come on across. I'm like, what?
19 on athletics with advantage. I'm glad, because the first one was a 6.
It was a 6.
So.
I saw that.
17 for me, and the second one was a 4, so I'll take
Okay.
that 17,
So-
please.
Again, because you saw where they went along the edges, you're able to kind of walk across the edges easily enough now that you know. But yeah, so you all make it across. The kobold is gone.
I'd like to. I'm assuming that this barrel here is pretty heavy. Toss the barrel where it opens back up, and then scoot the remains of that kobold into the water for the sharks to eat, and kind of seeing their response.
Okay.
I wonder what happens if we throw a bag of blasting powder down there and I set it on fire.
I assume it would explode, but if they're under the water, it probably wouldn't hurt them too much by physics.
What am I
and
saying?
stuff.
I'm a druid. I care about animals. No, leave them alone.
Yeah, what do you do? I don't know. I mean, I'm all for killing them later.
Okay, so if you do that, what were you gonna do? Roll a barrel out into the...
Yeah, I was just trying to get it where it could crack open enough where I could drop the remains of the kobold down there just to see the sharks.
Okay, so yeah, if you
Eat
roll the
the
barrel out
kobold.
there, as soon as it gets out about 5 or 10 feet, it drops open, and you push the... Well, I mean, there's really not much left of the kobold. Kind of exploded.
It's exploded.
So you push...
Just any
kinda,
remains I can scooch.
Get your boots are definitely bloody now. They're dirty.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get some new boots. That's what you're
so-
telling me.
Some +2 charisma cowboy boots.
Some cowboy. What are we talking about?
You see the sharks, definitely go a little crazy for whatever fell in. So wasn't much there, but
I just wanted to see the sharks.
okay. After a minute, the doors close back up.
Yep. Okay, back to wherever
wanna
this
go ahead and
kobold
move.
has escaped
I want to
from.
go ahead and move into
Yeah. I
the
would
next room here.
I would also like to just move toward the next room.
Okay, so you're going to move along to the next room, and you do find you open up into a cavern that looks like a training room. Okay. And there's about 7 wooden training dummies standing against the wall in different sections. And they are, definitely, they have like cuts on it and everything. And there is a heavy sand pit kind of in the middle. And strewn across the floor, there's blunted weapons and shields leaning against the wall. Looks like kind of a practice area. And it's, other than some torches, it seems to be empty at the moment.
All right.
What you see is a hallway leading off to the left, and then another hallway leading off to the right. And you can just make out a set of double doors that are open in the hallway going up towards the right.
Personally, I would like to head towards the hallway to the right.
What type of ground are we
start
on?
strolling.
There's a big sand pit in the middle. So
Is there like solid ground back kind of towards where the sharks were? That could be like rode on with chalk.
Chalk. Yeah, it's like a stone floor. So
All right, I'm gonna write shark with chalk
okay, all right.
in front of the.
Easy
Yeah.
enough.
And everyone makes fun of me for not being able to spell.
I'm actually gonna head to the left when they're separating there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you guys
So who's
splitting
going
up?
where? Yeah. Who's going which way?
I'm gonna head left.
Well, okay.
I'm gonna
If
hang out
he's
right
heading
here
left,
for-
I'll head right.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out right here for a second.
So I can
Just see if anything
not
happens.
just to avoid you, but I can also be an off tank.
Okay, so you're heading off this direction.
I'm fairly confident, based off a direction, that this direction leads back to the room that we were in with the locked door and the steam room to the north.
I'm ready to hit the sauna.
Yeah, my
So
thoughts
I'm
are
gonna
more
go
just
this
to
way.
like.
So as you
I'm just
go
looking
up there,
around.
who's following who?
I'm gonna hang out in the sand pit.
And I think I'm over here solo, and I think the other 3 went up top.
All 3 of you go up top?
Mhm.
Okay. So you go north with Jace, and you come to this hallway. These doors are open, and you do see this kind of triangular room through the double doors. And there is, like I said, kind of like these big tubes sticking down into the floor. Or not into the floor, but like angled at the floor. There's 4 tubes. Let's see. Also to the right, also in that hallway, before you go into those double doors, there is a shut set of doors that are right there.
I'd like to try to open those doors, and I would also say, Jace, I believe from earlier, if we remember, there was a steam room. This looks like the steam room, but we're not on the
Yes.
side that has the lever, and I'm afraid I would rather find another way around. I'm hesitant based on the last trap that we just saw.
Okay, so
Walking
you're going to
into
open
a
this door,
room.
you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna peer into this room and just peek in.
While you're opening that door, how far are you going by yourself, Theoden?
I'll go right over here to the entrance. Just kind of scout what's this
Okay.
way, But still
you
within
go that
earshot of being
way.
able to yell back to Lee.
Sure, you go that way, and you're able to see what looks like kind of a big open cavern. It's a big, spacious cavern that's pretty high. It's also pretty pungent and kind of mildewy. It's stone floor covered with a whole bunch of bundles of like moldy leather, stained fabric, scraps, torn pillows that look like they were all kind of like sleeping mats or
Paddocks.
beds. Roll a perception check.
A 9.
Okay. You don't see anything at the moment other than just a bunch of empty sleeping pallets. Okay. And you are going to open that door, I believe.
Yeah, I was gonna slowly open it, cautiously, but yeah, I'll
Okay.
open the door.
So, go ahead and let's see. It's not locked. You do open the doors, and you see a nice bedroom. There. It is empty
Seems-
at the moment. There is a bed to one side and a small table with chair and an end table. There's a smell of incense. It's pretty sharp as you enter. It's a very clean and well-organized chamber. There's a comfortable bed tucked against the wall, and a small table rests under a mirror against the other wall, and a wooden armor rack stands empty in the corner.
This seems oddly out of
Pete,
place.
Jace, continue to watch our backs just in case anyone comes in. Pete, would you give me some assistance of trying to find anything of value or worth in here? I believe we need to investigate this room. He puts on his goggles.
Oh my goodness.
And
So I can see a little bit better.
Okay.
can I roll an investigation?
Roll an
or percep- I'm gonna go with
investigation
invest-
check.
If I were to
Yeah,
live in
get
here,
with
I'd
his
probably
help
put
action.
something underneath the
With
bed.
advantage.
So I would check there first.
Are you helping him, Pete?
Yeah, that's kind of my help
Okay.
action. Is I'm trying to
Alright.
say like, hey, check here, maybe.
Sure.
The first one would be an 18, but we'll roll the next one just to see. Yeah, we're gonna go with that 18.
You don't want the 9?
Okay. So you look around and you do discover beneath the bed there is a long locked iron chest.
Yeah, I told you.
Okay.
I told you. People like this, people in caves, they like to put things inside of things, underneath things, and I could
It
half
makes
see
sense.
it.
It
I could
does.
half see it. I'm close to the ground. I could half see it. I'm telling you right now.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
hold
Well,
it.
let's go ahead and try to open this. This. You've got tiny fingers. You might be able to help me unlock this.
You helped me unlock this.
And I'll
How
use
about
my
that one?
thieves tools to try to unlock.
Oh, you've got. Oh, I see you're working.
Okay.
Yeah, here.
so
Let me hold that
yeah,
one in
please.
place, and then
roll
you
a.
do the
If you're
rest.
gonna try to unlock it, roll a dexterity check.
Is it dexterity or sleight of hand for thieves tools?
It's dexterity.
Is it dexterity?
Yes.
Okay. And he's helping me again. So first one was 12. Okay, we're gonna go with that 22.
Jeez.
Okay. So you hear the so you hear the click as it unlocks, but then all of a sudden there's a for about 15 seconds or so.
What have you guys done?
So and then it turns off.
Keep watching our back. Let us know if
All right,
anything
I'm
shows up.
watching.
But you did unlock
everyone
it.
knows where we are.
You did unlock it.
Are you
And inside, Pete, are you there with him?
Yes.
Okay. You find 5 platinum,
Wow.
113
Golly.
gold,
Goodness.
15 silver, and 10 copper. And you find a very nice looking dark steel short sword.
Well, was it worth it?
Yes, quite worth it.
Quite worth it. All right.
Yes, we'll
Good.
be sure to divvy up. I'm not sure how to split one plat, and I nudge at Pete between all 5 of us.
Roll
I'm
a
just
sleight of
kidding.
hand check.
I'm joking. There's 5 plat. There's 5 of us. We can split it up amongst
Oh,
ourselves.
okay, I see. Excellent. Because I believe we
dark
will have company
steel.
soon.
This dark steel short sword. I'm not sure who party would benefit from a dark steel short sword. This is quite.
Not
This
even
is
sure I
quite
could
nice.
use a short sword.
I
It
was
is.
gonna say, I think that's more.
This thing's as big as I am.
It's more of a long
It
sword
is.
for you.
Yeah. So unfortunately, outside of my skill set.
All right,
I
so
do have proficiency with
Theoden,
short
while
swords,
you're
though,
looking
so-
around, all of a sudden you hear What do you do?
I'll go ahead and come running back in.
Okay.
To Lee to find out if pretty much run up to him and be like,
And
"Well,
Lee,
what
you
was that?"
also kind of don't know what's going on because you're out in the group. What are you
Can I
doing?
make a perception check?
Yes.
A 14.
Okay. You know it's coming from the room that they're checking out.
Can I see Jace just kind of standing there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're fine. Jace hasn't moved, so.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're back
Jace,
in the room
is everything
with
good?
them,
Yeah, as of right now, we're good, but expect company soon.
Hey,
Who
the
are we
other
having?
room,
So I'll go ahead and head over here now.
I'll let
and
you know when they
stealth
get here.
right here, just
the
in case
the
anybody
other
comes
the
by.
other the
Okay.
other room, Lee, is just
Roll a stealth check.
Looks like just some sleeping arrangements.
That is a very solid 8.
Okay. You think
I'm
you're
gonna
pretty
go ahead
stealthy.
and use advantage for with the chart ring.
Okay.
I need to expend a charge. That will be 12.
Okay. You feel confident no one can see you.
All right, so since he worked his way back over, I just kind of came into the room and met up with him, talking to him. I'm gonna go ahead and work my way back over here as well. I'm obviously not stealthing at any.
Sure.
I'll let
sure.
him stay in the shadows. I'm gonna come back out here.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's I'm sorry, where Lee was going. Not
Okay.
the same.
You do see to the right, Theoden, there is a hallway
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm keeping my eyes on.
that splits and goes in two different directions.
Mhm.
So. Okay. And what are you guys doing now? Are you gonna continue into the? Oh, sorry. These are actually open. Oop.
Yeah, I say we go and try to catch back up with the people, but I'm very curious about this dark steel short sword. Can
Okay.
I roll an investigation on it to try to glean some information? Maybe even know about how much damage I might be able to do with something like this.
Probably not investigation. I mean, it would be. I mean, if you're trying to check it for any kind of magical properties, it'd be an Arcana check. So.
Oh, I was just trying to figure out how I'd be able to use this sword if I were to use it.
I mean, it's a
So
very
I-
keen blade. You know, very nicely made dark steel short sword.
Okay.
I mean, it looks really nice. Looks well made. You know, well crafted, sharp edges.
Okay.
What are these bunch of kobolds doing with something like this? That's my real question.
Remember, there was a mention of a drow around here.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking. I think we found
This
Drow's weapon.
this could be hers. I don't really know.
You're quite familiar with magic type. Would you help me check this for any sort of magic? And I like to
course.
roll an Arcana with Jace's help.
Actually, well, let me. I'm going to cast guidance on him as well.
Okay.
Give him an extra D4.
Roll twice. Okay, I'll roll my D4 with that 9. Gosh.
I really do like watching
That would be
these.
an 11.
Okay. You know what? It may be a magic sword.
It may be. Zero information from what you just said.
This might be magical. And
Might I
set
have a
back
look
up
at
with
it?
third and
I mean, like I can use short swords, but I think it like gives me an extra attack. or
thing
something.
with your help action, you basically that was kind of you looking at it as well. I would assume.
Alright.
We can. I would say if possible, this is kind of out of character. We wait and try to find someone else to look at it. Maybe
Yeah,
back in
I
town.
like that plan.
That would
Okay.
be able
if
to-
nothing else, we know we can take it to some shops and they'll
All
tell us
right.
what it is.
So while you're standing in this hall, you do see when that diamond-shaped room where the metal tubes come out of the wall. The door on the other side is open as well, and you can see stairs going out that way. Roll a. Either two of you roll an intelligence check, or one of you roll an intelligence check with advantage.
Who's intelligent?
Y'all have been looking
Me
at
and
the
Theoden
sword. I
aren't
know
over
I'm
there.
gonna look for it.
No, just
we're
Pete,
not there.
Jason.
It's-
Yeah, just Pete,
yeah, it's
Jason.
just
Okay.
the three of us.
Run.
So my intelligence isn't great, but I'm gonna be looking for it since y'all are looking at the sword.
Okay.
I don't think
Yeah,
anybody is an intelligence user,
All right.
honestly.
It looks like there's some stairs
13?
over there, but that's all I can tell.
What'd you get?
13.
I got a 3.
Okay. And you got a 13. Okay, so you're fairly confident that the stairs leading down out past the other doors look like the stairs that you saw leading out of Stahlmast's forge, like large forge area. So
I say, hey, fellas, let's quickly catch back up with the rest of the party here and
Sure. Yes.
catch back up and see what Theoden's up to. He seems ready for a fight, and so I'd love to see him swing that hammer a few more times. So let's.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Just
move up to here. That's
All
just
right.
to kind of set up. They'll catch up with us
Okay.
then while they're.
Yeah. I'm gonna move with them, and I'm gonna whisper to him as we're moving. See, this place is nice. It already has a sparring circle for us.
I like it
Nice.
actually.
okay, so you guys follow along with them.
Yeah, by the time we're just
Yes.
kind of waiting here
Okay.
on those guys to catch up with us.
All right, so you guys make it all the way up there, and you see now 2 hallways. To the right, you do see what looks like a bunch of cots with a door and like a bench out there. Let's see. So there's a row of rough, blood-stained beds that looks like it might have been like an infirmary or something.
Infirmary.
I'm still kind of curious where this
On the right
kobold
side.
might have gone to. Can I roll a perception in this room, kind of looking back at all these little sleep sacks and everything, kind of seeing if I see anything that's kind of awry?
Yeah, go for it. Did you want to investigate and see if you could track where he went?
My perception was a 21 on that,
Okay.
and then that might be my next one. That if
Okay.
I do an investigation, I'm just
Sure.
curious what I might have seen.
In
Perceive.
that room there, you did not see anything. So
Okay. That's a net 20 on my investigation check for
Okay.
where he went.
you now remember you
Oops,
saw.
I
some-
crit it again.
You now remember you saw going through the steam room. There was some droplets of blood.
I thought it was
Oh,
stupid when I
good.
said that.
So
Heading towards the steam room? Okay.
yeah,
Hey.
going through it. So okay, so you can go right to the infirmary or go left in what looks like some sort of like smith.
I'm
Smith
gonna head
area.
towards the smith for sure.
Okay.
I'm going to head over towards the other way, so split, because I see another door that I'd like to, based on the last time I opened a door, it paid off well for us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go to the infirmary too.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
head
as
this way.
you go down the hall, Theoden, you see to your left
That's a
an
nice
opening, and there's another bedroom. Do you want to go into the bedroom, or do you want to continue down into the smith area?
Yeah, I'll check out the bedroom. I
Okay.
hate going into anything I have to use any kind of perception because it's
Is
like
anyone going with him, guys?
garbage.
I would
I'm going
like
with
to.
Rowan.
Yeah, Lee's going over here. With
I
me.
feel drawn to go
Okay.
into the infirmary and like do a medicine check or something and like check for those.
All
kinds
right.
of things
Since
to see if
all
there's
three of
anything-
them, I'll walk with Theoden.
I was saying
Okay.
you can go with them if you want to, Jason. It's not gonna bother me.
Right.
Okay, so if you guys go
there's
in
three
here,
of them, I figure I'll come with you, just
Aye.
so equally split.
all right.
What we
So
have here?
if you go into the side of the passage, tucked off on the side of the passage, is a modest bedroom containing a firm mattress and a bare table and a small, partially sculpted stone statuette.
They've got
a
tables
chair
made of
is-
bears.
A chair is tucked against the table, and a pile of broken rocks sits against the wall beneath it.
I guess I should probably.
You can see that the sculpture is a mostly finished representation of a dwarf, pretty expertly carved, actually. Do you want to investigate the room?
Yeah, I'll do an investigation check, I guess.
Okay, go for it.
And I'll cast guidance on him. Let's see.
Are you helping him, Jace?
Yes.
Okay, so I
That
roll
would
with
be-
advantage.
Yep.
I have
Oh,
two
wow.
like pre things I can do, so I forget them.
I'm not even gonna use your guidance. Like, how long does guidance last?
About a minute.
And then 1 minute, and you can use it on any roll.
It's
I-
a
I-
cantrip too, so he can cast it.
I've
Yeah, I
got,
can cast it all the
I've got
time.
a 17. I don't see me actually having much.
Okay.
issue with the
So
17.
you look at the statuette. You see that it's probably worth about 5 gold.
of course,
It's
I'll
very
take it.
expertly carved. So,
I'll go ahead and
so
put
you
it
can
in
take
my
that.
pack.
Okay. So to say,
Alright.
you get it, put it in your notes. You have a 5 gold worth statuette of a dwarf. Searching it more, you find a sack of gems hidden under the bed mattress.
Aye.
You find 4 opals that are 25 gold each.
All right. This is quite the find.
Okay.
Did you get that?
4
Okay.
opals, 25
Yep.
each.
You find a flawed ruby that's worth 75 gold.
Okay.
All right.
We're banking on this trip, guys.
And you find a flawed diamond that's worth 100 gold.
Nice.
Very nice. Yes. This was quite the trip.
And how much you said that
as
statue was
he's
worth?
The statue is worth 5 gold.
and as he's looking, I just kind of wander and peek around this corner.
Okay.
And
you
just-
see
just
in
looking into
there,
it.
yeah, you see in there, it's a very kind of small but well maintained like blacksmith area.
Okay.
It's cramped and pretty warm, like almost uncomfortably warm. But it's outfitted for a blacksmith. It has a glowing forge and an anvil and a water trough, and then various tools are set around the anvil, while piles of metal ingots stand beside the entrance.
Anything I can grab? If I need to do a check.
Yeah, you see that there is some blacksmith tools, smith's tools resting by the anvil.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And- Other than that, it's like I said, it's pretty, pretty just kind of a common area. There's not like anything lying around other than the metal ingots.
Okay. All right. I'll just grab the tools.
Okay, so you have some smith's tools now.
Okay.
All right, so you guys go over to the infirmary, and you are able to see an infirmary. It looks like a surgical table is there. Let's see.
So while we're in here, this is an infirmary. It looks like, I'm sure y'all can tell. Help me try to find different kinds of like anything that looks like it could be sort of medicine or used for medicinal purpose. I'd like to check those things out. So if we can do a perception check or something with a helped action,
Sure.
since I'm trying to ask them to do it, and then I would just like to do a medicine check on anything that we find.
Yeah. So as you enter this surgical area, it smells like acrid chemicals and rusting metal within this kind of dark cavern. There's 2 small tables against the far wall, holding all manner of surgical tools and knives, as well as a tattered notebook. Beneath a unlit lantern hanging from the ceiling, there's a large rectangular table with restraints. You can see it's got stained like old blood on it. So.
Creepy.
I'd like to look at the notebook.
Okay. Notebook you open up and you see described in pretty gory detail the process by which Stahlmast was experimenting on the kobolds and implanting the explosive seeds inside of them. So, and as you search around, did you roll an investigation check or anything?
Do you want me to do investigation?
Yeah, go ahead and roll
perception?
investigation.
Yeah, Colin, help you with the investigation. Help you
It's a
look for
12 on the
stuff.
first one and a 7 on the second one.
Okay. You find 3 explosive seeds.
Ooh.
In the notebook, does it say what sets them off?
It does not. It just kind of says upon death, they will explode.
Can I do a medicine check to see if I can use what he has to take them out?
You feel pretty confident that it would really help you if you
Okay.
got one and you tried to extract it quickly. That you would have an advantage in doing so. So.
If we've investigated all this, I'll probably tell them like, okay, I think we need to regroup back with the party and see what they found and continue to move through this.
Okay.
Through
Agreed.
this dungeon.
So you see on the other side, there is, as you come across this way, Jace, you do see stairs leading down, and you do see the storeroom that led out of Stahlmast's forge area. It's darkly lit, but there is all manner of goods still. Probably, a couple hundred gold worth of food and grains and cloth and just all manner of goods from the city. So.
Jace, I believe this is the storeroom on the back of Stahlmast where we battled the mech suit.
Yes,
but
this looks very familiar.
I believe this is also the goods that I think Watchmaster Bram said if we were to be able to bring back to the town. I think to stay in good standing, we shouldn't be looking.
I think he
for
said
too much
just
of a
if you
reward from these.
let him know. I don't think you have to carry them back because it's
Okay.
like thousands
It's
of
a
Yeah,
lot
no, he said he was gonna send someone up here to come.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he said he
there'll
would
be a
send
way.
some wagons once you cleared it
To
out.
help this town, I think that we should just
Yeah,
deliver these
absolutely.
goods. Not fight for any gold on this, but making sure that they have the goods that they need that was stolen.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
Lots of things are marked with the various shops and say Hupperduke on the barrels and
but-
sacks and stuff. So
I believe the injured kobold might have traveled back into Stahlmast's lair from what I investigated from the dropped blood and where he was heading. Do you mind if I take lead and try something here? I don't want to spook any of you when I head in here.
By all means.
They
Okay.
You're
can
gonna go
literally turn into
through
a
the-
wolf. You're not gonna spook me. It's fine.
through the storeroom and peek in, or walk in, or what do you want to do?
As they're standing there, I was like, now, keep in mind, this is me. You see me. I'm right here. And then I will then cast. Let me see how long this takes here. I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself, something that I picked up. Here is
Okay.
level 4, brand new spell.
Nice.
And I will change into a kobold, attire everything.
Okay, kind of looking exactly like the rest of the kobolds. Easy
Rest of
enough
the
to do. You guys see him vanish. He's the same height as he was, so he's taller than most of the kobolds, but he looks just like a kobold.
Maybe if you just hunch over. a little
Hold
bit
on just
more,
one
you
second. And I open up the notebook of Stallmast and I get out my dagger. Say,
No,
where
no,
was
no,
that,
no, no, that's okay.
see-
We don't need we don't need to add one of those explosives. Yep, and then I'm going to cautiously kind of hunch over, kind of scared, walking into Stahlmast's lair and just
Hey.
blending in as a kobold.
Divine smite? What is this treachery?
But before I
Okay.
do that, I will say the code word is divine smite. If you hear me say that in other
Aye.
words, come in
It
ready.
be the bard.
What is your,
can we have the
spell
dwarf just
save?
Not say it then.
What is your spell
what?
save DC, by the way?
My spell save DC?
Yeah.
Where do I find that?
Under
I
spells, I
save
think.
DC is 14.
Okay, just checking.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I mean,
There's
there's
like-
a chance they can realize that you're disguised. I didn't know what the number was to roll
Yeah.
for that. So.
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna go walk in, waltz in like you own the place.
Yep. I mean, no, I'm gonna walk in cautiously because, like, as if like I had seen this traveling party killing kobolds. kind of scared,
Okay.
trying to blend in, similar to how that kobold would have run off.
Okay, so you guys following him, just not going in all the way.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Okay.
That
All right.
scared the bejesus out of me. I saw Stahlmast's little mech suit thing down there.
Oh yeah,
I was
it's
like,
it's
"Not
still kind
again."
of sitting there. So
I was like, not again.
okay. So as you come out into the forge area, you roll a. Nope. You just see it. You see out in the middle there, actually kind of down right there, if you see it, down by where that secret door was. Roll a perception check.
Everybody or just
No, just Rowan.
Just run. He's on front.
Oh, oof, an 8. I have
Okay.
+4 to perception.
That's fine. You don't see anything necessarily there, but you do see out in the middle, you see 5 kobolds who are sitting there, and a 6th kobold that looks a little different. He's a little taller and has kind of what looks like wings almost.
Yes.
And a cloak on it.
Dire
Um,
I'm going
And
to
as soon
smash
as you
his
enter,
face.
they turn and look at you.
Oh.
Say it.
Oh no!
Rowan.
Oh no! There's Avengers in here trying to kill us.
Roll a deception check
with advantage?
with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
No, okay. With
Whoa,
ad-
shapeshift. I can change
Hold on,
my
hold on,
voice
hold on.
with disguise self.
we'll say
Straight up.
straight up.
Can I guidance
Okay.
him?
Okay. Wait.
You can
Hang on.
guidance
Hang
him.
on.
He's
You can
too-
guidance
Hang
him.
on.
Guidance.
I would like to expend part of my armor set to give
Okay,
me
with advantage then.
for this perception
Very
check.
nice, very nice.
Oh, first roll is a nat 20. I didn't even need to expend it.
No way.
Oh. Nicely done.
So they don't immediately attack you as you start talking. But they are eyeing you a little suspiciously.
I think I heard them coming from the steam the room with the pipes and I'm so scared. I believe that direction. I'm really scared because of, and I'm gonna start to walk towards them closer and closer. I don't see exactly where they're at on my astral, so I don't know if that's pulled up on yours. And I need a refresh.
You're walking out towards them.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on one second. Let's see. I need to look at something on this other kobold.
I want to creep up with him, but I'm scared, because I don't want him to get too far out there that he gets about to get mashed with the dire kobold here.
Sheridan's like clank, 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 clank. I'm just creeping up.
And I whispered to everyone.
Yeah.
I was like, guys, just stay put. Let Rowan do his thing.
If
This
he
is where
says it,
shines.
if he says it, cleric, I'm going in.
Yes, absolutely. If he screams, we all charge. Well,
I'm just
mainly you charge.
listening.
We'll follow.
I'm just listening for the divine smite.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. So as you start getting closer, they are listening and like, oh yeah, okay. As you get closer, the taller kobold looks at you and says, "Imposter!"
Oh my god!
And
I knew he was gonna figure that out.
roll for initiative.
All of us.
Can I scream out like what I was saying when I was walking forward? Of like, one of them has divine smite.
Hey!
That's the cue.
You can scream
Now-
it, sure.
Now,
Yeah.
now, are we all rolling initiative or just him? Because
Everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
Is initiative a D20? Yeah, it is.
Just
never mind.
click the. Oh yeah, just.
I wanted it. Oh, it did not help me. 9.
Feels so
I
cool.
got 18.
Apparently, still in
Okay.
third ins though.
It doesn't be
1
mine.
second.
Better
It's
than
the safest
mine.
one.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I'm back here where they can't see me. They'll never see it coming.
Yes.
Okay.
So how do me and Jace decide who goes first if we both had a 9?
Oh. Dexterity,
The
right?
dexterity.
Yes,
Yeah.
What's
Who's
yours?
got who's got a
Rowan,
13?
Rowan, what was yours?
13.
18.
18. You said Jace 13?
No. I rolled a 9. He was asking my
Oh.
dexterity.
Oh, 9.
I got him by 1.
And who else rolled a 9?
Me.
Third.
There. Okay. Pete,
7.
what was it?
7.
7.
Sad little 7.
And Lee,
15.
15. Okay.
Wait, Pete, you have a
Alright.
+3 to initiative. You rolled a 4?
I did in fact
Okay.
do that.
So, opening round. Guys, I'm excited.
Oh, buddy.
So you see,
Here we go.
you see this taller kobold with these
Are you putting them on
wing-like.
Astro?
Yes, I will do that. Although you can't quite see him, so I'm gonna have to describe him to you.
They all get smashed by me hammer.
I hope
I just-
that is true. Dwarf.
I just didn't want
As
you
I
to get
really
into this
thought my
big thing and like
disguised
move
self,
around.
I could sneak in, I could have a conversation.
Yeah, that would have been
He
nice.
knew he wasn't gonna let that happen.
Yeah, he shut it down quick. He was like, "What's the
We've
spell
been-
save?"
We've been
Okay,
thwarted.
so
Once he
that's
said
it.
bigger kobold, I was like, yes, dire kobold time.
I was hoping to get them to either face the other direction and for me to get somewhat of a surprise round against them, but no.
They're working on the mech suit, maybe? Hopefully not.
I said 5 total,
Well,
right? I did, right?
5.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, I think you said 5, and then the 6th one was the tall one.
Yeah.
I thought he
yeah,
said
yeah.
5
I
and
did.
one of them
Third
was
and-
tall.
No,
Yep,
I'm 100% sure it was 5, and then one was.
I did, because
Well, this
you
is
do
on,
see.
This is on record. We can
You
go
do
back
see
and
now
listen.
that one of them was the one who was injured and has run from the other room.
Yeah.
So that's
So-
how they knew.
I cast Fireball at 6th level.
And we should have divine smited Rowan before he went in, so he was injured too.
That would have
I,
killed him. He's got the wee few health points.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to run to the restroom really, really fast. The bean water.
Okay.
You run back.
And Rowan, you were a little bit ways out there. Everyone else is
I was,
back
like,
here.
walking towards him. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so so this kobold is like I said, a little bit taller. He has a nice kind of armored outfit on, and like I said, these kind of like wings that stick off. But roll a perception check, Rowan.
16.
Okay, you realize they're not real wings. They're made of like wood frames. It's almost like on him like a backpack.
I want some wings.
So, almost like a part of his outfit, right?
Okay.
So, okay. So he is going to attack you.
What weapons does he have?
Indeed. You see that he has a dagger in his hand. But what he does instead is cast. Let's see. Yes, he's going to cast something.
He casts Power Word Kill.
Then we will all watch Rowan die, and we sneak out.
Hey, that
Again.
only works. That only works if I'm below 100 health. So
You'll be there
So it
for the
works,
rest
yeah.
of the time. With the way you're rolling for your health increase, yeah.
hey, I rolled an 8 for my health increase. It's just
That's only because the DM was nice enough to give you an extra roll. Let's be
yeah,
real.
that's true. I initially rolled a 2, so
I was just saying, so did
Extra
he.
roll helped.
Both of
Yeah.
you just rolled a 2 to start.
a 2 and an 8. I love it.
Man, I really thought
Okay.
that disguise self would be able to allow me to get an extra thing in there.
He casts. He reaches out a hand and casts something at you. Okay. And says something that you aren't sure about. Roll a d20. Rowan.
Oh no.
Roll 2
No
d20s.
modifiers?
Just roll 2.
No,
You'll get a
Just a
modifier. I'm
modifier.
going to tell you what it is in a second. No.
First one was an 18. That's not bad.
oh, 2 18s.
Ooh.
2 18s. Okay, it was a charisma check. Okay.
So let's add
Um,
4 to that. 22.
Yes.
Get out of here.
Saving
Get
DC
outta
was
here.
23.
So yeah, so you realize he realizes that his spell took no effect. Okay. And
Wait,
then
what was it going to do? Can I try to pretend like it worked?
You don't know. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's playing hardball now, guys.
He is. It's making me nervous.
When he said he stayed up and did all this prep, all he did was pull our spells up and be like, how can I make sure none of them
Yes.
work?
okay.
Divine Smite
true.
is going to instantly heal them when I hit them with radiant damage.
I'll give him ideas here
I know.
before we even see.
Okay. And that's his turn. So Rowan, it is
Fantastic.
now your turn.
Rowan, you might
And I
want to
see
move back
that.
a little bit to us. Or at least take some cover.
So already he tried to do a thing. I'm sure I can't cast charisma saving things on him.
Look at that grin! Look at the grin! That is so
He
ominous.
knows, he's like, I'm not gonna let him control my big bad in this situation again like he did earlier. Okay,
You don't know. You don't know.
it is my turn.
He is baiting you to use a spell. I love it.
I'm going to hold my action, but I want to move behind this anvil for half cover, if I can. Maybe
Okay.
Shots coming in. And I'm
What are you
gonna
holding
say,
your
"Hurry
action
up
for?"
and get hit." I will. Once the whole party is in the room, I'd like to be able to cast a spell.
Okay. What spell
I'm holding.
specifically?
I have to, specific.
You have to say it.
Wow.
Yes.
I am going to hold a spell for. I will hold my. I'll do a hideous laughter spell. I'm going to hold for hideous laughter
Okay.
that I will cast on one of the
Sounds good.
balls.
All right. So all right.
Also,
Lee.
I looked up half cover for clarity on this.
Yes.
It is bonus 2 AC.
It is 2. Okay.
Yep.
So
Hey,
18.
I'm going to go in as far as I can. With
I'm
my
half
movement speed
cover.
of 45.
Okay.
And I will take a shot with my longbow.
Okay. At who?
The guy with the wings.
Okay.
Um,
No, that's not him.
Okay.
yeah, I don't think it is. I didn't even mean to roll it. I've been rolling with my own dice the entire time. I just like accidentally clicked
You
it.
probably would have
you
got a
rolled
nat
it, though.
20.
You rolled it, though.
I know. I'm so upset.
You probably would have got a nat 20 with your actual dice.
And I'm gonna expend a key point to use.
Okay.
Or let me see.
So
Can
you
say
did
shot?
miss with
Yeah.
the first one. So.
Okay.
Honestly, using those does help me. Like, this tracker is working better. I can see all your rolls.
Do you
Yeah, it
want us to
definitely-
use those or?
It helps.
Well, it's fine right now. We'll talk
Okay.
about it later. So. Okay.
Wait,
And
one.
you're gonna use a key
You
point?
can use a. Okay. So that actually doesn't expend a key point. The Kensei shot.
Okay.
It's just a passive, or it's a bonus action I can take, but it doesn't cost anything.
Do you have to do it before your attack action?
It just says as a bonus action, I can make a Kensei weapon deal an extra 1d4 damage
Oh, okay.
ranged.
Okay. That's fine.
So, how far away am I?
About from him, about 45 feet.
I'll just end the turn there.
Okay. So next we have Jace.
Excellent. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move. Probably right here, so I'm directly within range of both of these guys.
Okay.
How much movement speed do you have?
I'm
30,
just counting it
35.
as you guys were in the room. Then.
Yeah. Let's say I
Oh.
think I can get there. Okay.
If you guys were crowded around the door waiting, I'm counting it there. So.
Okay.
'Cause that's 40 feet. Jeez, all right. Okay. That changes how I want to make my movement.
All right.
I mean,
now,
you were basically the front line of where you guys were hiding. So where you were at, you're moving from there. There, dude.
Well, how did he just move? How did he just move 40?
I was having. He moved 35 because I was having him be behind you, like right behind you guys.
Oh, okay.
Like if you guys were all within 5 feet of each other, right there at the door.
Gotcha.
I had just left his character down there.
All right. So from where I'm at, I look at the big guy. I know I want to go for him first, and so I raise up and I cast Guiding Bolt.
Yes.
Okay, so
Oh, I
Let's
told him bad
go.
enough. I told
Be
him.
good.
All right, that's going to be a 25 to hit.
Oh,
okay, that hits. Now, how far? Is it 60
120
feet? 120 feet. Okay, yeah, you hit him. Yep, absolutely.
I was pretty sure I could hit him from the door. All
Yeah,
right, for
he
damage,
probably could.
That's going to be 14 damage.
Okay, so
Yes.
the cleric rushes out and he shoots off of this guiding bolt and hits the kobold magic user, and it does, reaches up and it hits one of the wings and hits his shoulder, and just kind of like this intense, divine light just kind of burns away at it, doing 14 points of damage.
That was awesome.
And then I'll reach over, and for a bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith on Rowan and go ahead and give him a +2 AC.
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
at 20 AC now.
I do
Well,
have I got
only
a
in
question real
cover.
quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
So
wear cover.
because I have the same spell. How does concentration work? On a spell?
So concentration,
'Cause I know that's a spell we have to have the concentration.
it means that you are concentrating on that one spell. If you cast another spell that is also a concentration spell, it ends the previous spell after the end of your turn. So it does finish that turn, but then it's then uses the other one. So
Gotcha.
you can use one concentration spell, and you can cast other spells in the meantime, but only one concentration spell because you have to have your concentration be up while you're doing that.
Right. Okay. Okay.
You're
That's what I want.
concentrating on maintaining that spell while you're doing other things. Okay. Are you done, Jace?
Yes, that will be the end of my turn.
Okay.
you very
There it
much.
in. It's your turn. And don't forget, you can take your normal action and sprint double your movement speed. So you wouldn't be able to do anything at the end of it, but you could run double your normal movement speed.
Also, guiding bolt does the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn
yes.
has advantage.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you for saying that. I forgot all about that.
It's okay. I remembered.
Okay.
I was
But yes, it does.
for others
Okay.
if they were to do the attack.
She said I could use my action and go twice. the
Double your
distance.
movement speed, yes. Basically, rather than running in and using an attack, you'd run in and just keep running. So,
Dash.
Got you.
Sprint. Full on sprint in heavy armor.
1, 2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, then I'm going
you could
to
make it to
run-
about there without,
where?
to about here without
Yeah,
having
go-
to,
Without having to what?
just with your normal movement doubled.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and put me there.
Okay. Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. Sounds good. Pete.
Am I able to start from here 1 square forward, or do I have to start from the square that I'm in?
I'll let you start 1 square forward.
Thank you. Excellent. That would give me everything that I needed. Okay, so I'm going to move 25 feet forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to move 25 feet forward
Oh,
to
down at
here.
there. Okay.
That is my full movement speed. I am then going to cast. Which was it? I just lost it. Hold on.
I'm so excited.
Which one was it? I'm going to cast Ice Knife, which is 60 feet, which is perfectly where this big red evil new kobold is.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Ice Knife as a 2nd level spell,
Okay.
Ooh.
which means it does. I think it. I'm not sure what extra it does. So I need to make a spell attack.
Probably
with a
increased
plus
damage,
5.
honestly.
You get advantage on the spell attack against him because of the guiding bolt too.
I do?
Yes.
The next attack.
My
whoever does
my
the next
attack gave you advantage.
Oh, sweet. Cool.
Yes.
With a
Indeed.
plus 5, that first one is a 19 plus 5, and the second one is a 10 plus 5. So I'll take that 24.
So you hit.
I'm not sure. Oh, I guess that's what it is. The damage now, since I'm using a 2nd level, the superfluous damage is higher.
Yes.
But for him, he is going to take 1d10, which is another 10. So he's going to take 10
Wow.
damage.
Okay, nice.
And then
Nice.
everything within 5 feet of him has to make a dexterity saving throw of 13 or higher, or take 3d6 cold damage.
Okay.
All right.
Guys, that was a nice old wombo combo there.
It
with
was.
The guiding
It was.
bolt.
You hit him
the
for
ice
10.
knife
Starting to
and
look a
the
little
jeans.
rough.
yes.
I started
Starting
to
to
hit him
look
for
a
10,
little
and if they all fail, then they'll
Okay,
take
so the two around him, the two next to him.
him and the 2 have to beat a 13.
Okay. So the one on the north side here, right there, failed.
Okay, great. Then that one is going to take 8 damage.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that
That's
one.
the only one that failed.
It is.
Then it takes 8 damage.
Okay. So you see that he was pretty injured already, and he crumples to the floor with this cold shock of explosion from the.
No way. That's a bonus? Might be doing that later.
Okay. All right. So.
I did have a
you're
held
done?
action for once the party.
That is.
Oh
that's
yes.
all I can
Okay.
do.
So go ahead and use your action.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter on. Let me double check the distance on this. Oh boy, I didn't check this distance. Okay, good. 20. I can hit this one with Hideous Laughter,
Okay.
which would be a Wisdom save of 14.
Natural 20.
He doesn't find my puns.
He doesn't. What do you say though?
Humorous.
This is,
Well, if you roll a nat 20, I've got to think of a really terrible joke here. Here is.
Don't want to use a good one on it.
Since he's a kobold and he has fangs, I will say, I thought this might have been a fantastic idea.
Okay.
And it fails.
He
I have
doesn't.
no
he,
idea what you just said.
he doesn't
Bart.
understand you at all. So.
Finally, someone who doesn't understand him. How does it feel? Eh?
All right. So now it is the kobolds' turns. They are having seen the everybody rush into the room. One of them is the one that you shot at. Okay. Is going to roll to shoot at. You know what? No, actually, he's going to run up. 1, 2, and he's going to.
Come get you some, big boy.
Yeah, he's actually going to attack Lee with his dagger.
I just want somebody to shoot me. I think I've only been
Okay.
shot at once.
I believe he hits you with a 19.
He does.
Okay.
He wouldn't have hit me.
Wouldn't have hit me, but he doesn't want to hit me, does he?
He does 8 points of damage to you.
Easy.
Okay. And this one right here, who is next, is going to run up.
Oh,
And he's going to attack Theoden. Okay. Which he
It's a
gets-
row high.
Which he gets advantage because he has pack tactics.
Wait, what?
Because he's
what,
within
what?
range of his buddy, he gets advantage.
Aye.
He's within 10 feet of a friend.
Interesting.
And he hits you with a 23.
Ooh.
Doing 7 points of damage.
He actually got hit and took some damage. Wow.
Okay.
He's so not happy about it either.
Oh no.
And this one is also going to attack you with advantage.
Which one? Oh, okay. Bring it. Let's do it.
And he hits you with a 24.
Okay. Okay. I'm saying this is garbage. What?
He does
What
6
is their
points of
attack
damage.
modifier?
Plus 5.
Probably.
And then advantage.
Yep. So he does 6 points of damage to you. And the last one here.
I still have more than.
You're still.
He is going to shoot you with crossbow.
Which one?
There
This
it
one?
is. He's shooting you. Yeah.
Okay. Now, does he get pack? He doesn't get pack tactics.
He
right?
does get pack tactics
I thought it was-
He's also
What did
within
you
10
say?
feet of a friend.
because
not.
you have his pack mates around you.
Oh.
Oh, so
anyone
he
within
doesn't have to be.
No, he doesn't have to be. No. So, as long as one of his allies, as
How
long
come
as
this
one
has
of
never
his
come up when we've
allies,
fought a ton of
Well,
guys
it's
before?
a feature that they have.
yeah,
It's not
because
something we
well,
get.
honestly, because you guys killed him so fast. So
No, I'm saying like we've never had when they've attacked us. Like the
Oh.
last two that were just shooting at us.
These are
Across the
well
because
trained.
because they were shooting
A
and
squad.
they were not close
They
to
were not
you.
within 10. Oh, okay.
So as long as one of their allies is within 5 feet of you and still alive,
That's
then
okay.
they get this advantage.
This is what I'm
So-
here for. Get your healing spells ready, cleric.
Think about it.
Okay. 21.
Okay, Kobold,
So they
I'm
hit
on
you
your
again?
side. What? Okay, come on.
Ooh.
Get
That's
out
another
of here with this
7
garbage.
7 points for a crossbow. So they rush at Theoden, who is in the lead, ready to take the charge, and
Doesn't bother me.
he
Let's
is
do this.
he is.
This is your.
They're
role.
getting past his shield, and they are slashing, and then a crossbow bolt comes in and hits you in the shoulder.
Hey,
Ended up too.
it
So-
was just a glancing blow.
All right, so now it
But
is
a mere flesh wound.
now it is top of the round. So the kobold with the wings is not happy,
I imagine not.
and he sees what's going
Credit
on.
started for 45 points.
Let's
He's-
see.
His initiative was higher than mine.
Yes, he rolled. Yes, pretty high. 21.
He wanted to tell us.
Oh yeah, mine's 18. Yeah.
He has a +2 on initiative. So
I've got a +4.
let's see. Okay, so he moves up here and gets kind of behind the anvil and Stahlmast's junk heap there.
Is there anything left of that thing? Didn't we scrap it?
You took a lot of parts of it, but he's also behind this anvil and this water trough here. So, all right. So he is going to cast.
I'm ready, big boy.
Okay. All right. So he's
I'm ready, big boy.
casting.
Come on.
As I honestly forgot that he posted a thing about a dire kobold. So whenever he said there's a bigger
So
Oh,
he's
this wouldn't be
casting
dire.
at. He's casting at the three of you back there. He is hitting. Or well, okay, excuse me. He is firing at
Yes.
Rowan, Jace, and Lee. Okay. And Rowan, he rolled a natural 20 to hit
Are
you.
you kidding me?
See, yeah, don't even get upset. I just got smashed by 4 of them. 3 of them, whatever hit me.
So, Jace, he misses you. And Lee, he rolls. Let's see, what is this? 15?
15 should miss. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm 16.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? I'm half covered.
So
You
you
have,
see
you have
from
a 20 AC right now.
so you see from his hand that he rolls. Excuse me. You see from his hand 3 scorching rays of fire leave his hand and head in the three of yours direction.
Hey, he's a caster.
I know what he's doing.
So he, the first one, bears down on Rowan and slams into him. Let's see. Doing.
What are your hit points at? 23. 23 points of damage.
So.
He gets to roll a D100
No, he doesn't
Right
roll
now, he
D100.
can only
for
deal,
damage.
2d6 damage to each of you. Probably.
Yes. But he's doubling it against Rowan. So
That's
he's doing
46.
16 points of damage to you, Rowan.
You don't have enough heals there. There, Jace.
No, I do not. I'm realizing that as well.
So this ray of scorching fire flies in and does 16 points of fire damage to you, Rowan. Guys, this is great.
For
Is this-
who? For
Is it?
who?
I told you it was going to get a lot harder.
A lot harder. You just had guys who were literally missing everything against me roll straight and smash me 3
They
times.
did
Not-
get really
They
good
did.
rolls. With advantage. With advantage.
And then on top of that, when they would hit me beforehand,
It's
it was
okay.
like 3 points of damage. Now they're crushing me.
All right. Rowan, it's your turn.
Great.
I'm
Well,
retired
I had a
as soon as
plan
we're done.
until I
You
got
do
hit.
have a potion, might I remind you?
Yes. I had a great plan
Nicholas.
before this,
Nicholas.
but I will. It requires an action to drink.
It
the potion,
requires an
correct?
action. Yes.
Okay. As my action, I will.
Water.
Can I drink to heal from my amulet?
As an
an
action?
action?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be 4d4.
So you take a long draught of
Plus
your water
cold
or
brew.
your cold brew flask, and your amulet lights up and heals you for how much?
The 4d4 plus 4 for that. Remember, so 9 plus 4 is 13.
Nice.
So that's pretty good. Back up to 20.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I will. Let's see. The first kobold right there closest to me. That one's pretty injured. That one's hurt. Is that correct?
That is no.
No, it's not. Okay.
Oh,
so we'll-
that's the one that you had fired at earlier, or you had tried to use your hideous laughter on.
And
Yeah.
none of the kobolds that are alive have been hit.
Okay. Well, I drink it, my cold brew, whatever. Finish that cold brew can, slam it down on
Cold
the
brew
ground,
can. Okay.
whatever it is. Cold brew,
Family
whatever.
friendly, sir.
Water skin,
Continue.
bottle,
Continue.
whatever that is. The cup, the mug. I'm not sure what my cold brew is. And I
Carrying around your
throw it
mug.
down on the ground, and then I point at this first kobold, and I cast some evil words at him. Maybe not cast, but and I basically tell him like, "You're next. I'm going to we're going to end you," and I will have cast hex, which hex is an additional thing that I picked up with my feet.
All right.
And I get to cast it without expending a spell slot for once per day. So I place the curse blah, blah on them, and then choose one ability. When you cast the spell, the target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen spell. And I'm going to choose dexterity. Any dexterity ability checks.
Okay. All right. So next we have Lee.
I will take another shot with my longbow at the winged kobold.
Okay.
What is up, Lee? Every other fight, you dash in here and start slashing things in front of me.
Oh, I already
Now
got
all of a
people in
sudden
front of
you're
me.
like, nah.
I
He
already
can-
got people in front of me. That's gonna be a 17 plus 6, so that's
Okay.
whatever
you hit
that
him.
is.
Yes.
And 1d8. So that's 7 damage total.
Okay.
Then
Lee, so you fire your longbow. How do you want to do this?
Which
How
one were
do
you
you want?
attacking?
How do you want the
red one.
winged kobold
Oh,
to perish?
We took it out.
Ooh.
How much damage?
I want to. So the mech suit is like still in shambles, kind of in front of it, or I guess what is that called? Gosh dang it,
Anvil.
The
anvil. I want to ricochet the bullet off the anvil and then up into it, or the arrow.
Okay.
How much damage
So-
did you do to it?
Not a whole lot. 7.
So you fire your arrow, and it flies over and ricochets off of the anvil, and pierces it from the side at an awkward angle. And the kobold, who has been commanding the others and casting it, just twitches and just slumps to the ground and is taken out.
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna expend a key point and do Fury of Blows on the one right in front of me.
Okay, I thought you might.
Ooh, that's not good. 13.
13 hits.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that definitely doesn't hit. That's 10. Does 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
Okay. And that is going to be 6 damage to the one in front of me.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right, so it is now Jace's turn.
What was that noise? Thought I had. Man, this dungeon's making very strange sounds.
it's just the dying
All right.
kobolds over there.
That's a
that makes
dying
sense,
dwarf.
actually. Okay, so who all is injured? Is it just Thurden?
Mostly third, yeah.
Pretty much,
And-
yeah.
Almost full health.
And
Rowan's,
Rowan
yeah,
is
got a little
still
bit.
got a little bit.
Yeah,
So and me, yeah, but he healed
I
himself
can't.
up.
Well, my channel divinity doesn't really help either of you guys. Because it'll only heal you up to half your.
I am at
Or-
16. Half my life is 18.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it wouldn't really help you.
No.
So, all right. I'm going to look up and I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt again at this kobold.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is where I die.
I'm
Go for it.
going. I have a bonus action for you. Oh well, I cast a nice 7 to hit on that one.
Okay, so you do not. Your guiding bolt, just swishes by without harming him, lighting up the area for a moment.
Okay, and then I cast Healing Word on Thurden.
Okay.
What's the word that you tell him?
Don't die. And that heals for 5. Gosh, I rolled nat ones all the way around.
Okay.
Like I said, this is where I die.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
My hope is you would take less damage if I
It's
killed
okay.
one of the kobolds, but then I missed it.
All right, Theoden, it is now your turn, sir.
Is it-
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, is it his turn? Or is it my
Yes,
turn?
it is Theoden's turn.
There's no shame in running.
Nah.
Yeah,
Ah,
all of them
dwarf
would get opportunity
never.
attacks.
A dwarf never runs.
Did you have
All right.
to buy a health potion?
Okay, So this one has been injured, right?
No, he's been hexed.
And
Which
injured,
only
I punched
helps.
him.
It
Yeah,
only
he
helps
just
me.
punched him with fury. Was it whatever those?
Flurry of
Oh,
blows.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, he is damaged. Yes. sorry.
Furious punch.
And this one's good. This one's good. This guy's good. Those two
Yep.
dead. Okay. I'm gonna turn around because obviously I want to make sure my guys are safe here. This guy right here is about to take a hammer blow.
Okay.
That's a 15.
That hits if it 13 hit him.
I was gonna say I'm just waiting on Seth. I know he's doing other things. How much did you hit him for, Noah?
I hit him for 6. Punched him right in the snout.
What did I feel
Rowan hexed him in hopes of doing something to him next
I
turn.
just
We're gonna
pictured-
kill him first.
Okay. What'd you roll,
pictured,
Thurden?
I rolled a 15.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
And then I did 6 points of damage to him.
Perfect.
And then hit him.
So you turn and swing your warhammer, and it crushes down on his head and just collapses him.
Oh, I didn't think they only had 12 HP. Jeez. Okay. Aye. Okay.
Okay. Any bonus action?
Get out of explosion range, I yell.
You will be. Don't worry about it.
No. No bonus action. If I moved out of it, the way these are rolling, I'm dead if I move out of that. Both those other guys get to hit me.
Oh, that's very true.
Okay. Pete, it is your turn.
Question.
Yes.
If I teleport someone out of range of another character, do they take an opportunity attack since they're being teleported?
I don't believe so. They would. No,
Excellent.
they would not. So.
Excellent. I used a wild shape to summon my wildfire spirit 30 feet away from me, which, if my calculations are correct, is here.
Sure.
Now, each creature within 10 feet, which is not Theoden, has to make a dexterity saving throw or take X amount of damage. So this
Okay.
one, the one on the furthest east side of Theoden, will take.
Are you putting it right here? Because
I'm
like I said,
putting
this one's up the north side's dead now.
No, the east. I know. I can't. It won't reach lower because we don't use diagonals.
No,
15.
I don't think you need a diagonal for it.
Well, he's
They
trying
get-
to make sure Theoden's out of the range.
Actually, what am I doing? I can move forward one. I can move
You
forward 10 feet. I'll move forward 15 feet to here.
Okay.
And then
That-
5, 10, 15,
Understand?
20.
That's gonna put you in range of the one I just blew up.
It's okay. And I
Okay.
summon my wildfire spirit here now because
Okay.
Theoden's out of range.
All right. So,
So
go ahead and
both
put that
of them
there.
need to make dexterity saving throws of 13 or higher.
I tried to help
Um,
you with that dexterity, but we killed it.
If they fail,
I
they
didn't
take.
think.
If they
Okay,
fail,
so
they
the
take
one
1d6 plus
directly in
proficiency.
front of him passed, and then the one down here did not pass.
Okay, great.
How much-
That one's gonna take 8 damage.
Okay.
And as my bonus action, I ask Theoden, Theoden, go with him. And I bonus
Hey.
action tell my flame spirit to fiery teleportation. It's gonna move forward 5 feet to this corner, so that it's within range, and it's gonna fiery teleportation 15 feet away, which is 5, 10. 15. I don't know how to get him.
Okay, so
further.
the one on the south side of him,
Uh-huh.
it passed out from the flames with the summoning.
Okay.
So it is down. So then you were moving it where?
I'm gonna move it here which is 15 feet from its square. And if Theoden's teleporting with him, I'm going to put Theoden in the next adjacent square beside me.
So you're gonna put Theoden here. Okay.
Yeah, Theoden's going here. My flame spirit is 1 square beneath me, and
Okay,
since
so
it
go
is
ahead and place
teleporting,
your-
every creature within 5. I will do that. Every creature within 5 feet of where it last was has to make another dexterity saving throw. 13 or higher.
Wow.
My flame spirit should be.
Wow.
That's large.
That's pretty big and black. Thought he was red
It's black flame now.
or orange.
That'd be really
The
cool.
dark
not gonna lie.
flame.
So it needs. They both need to make another 13 or higher dexterity saving throw, or take. Ooh, I think I messed up on the fire damage from when it got there, but that's on me, so I won't go with that. If they
And it
fail, they
needs to
take
roll
5 damage.
5 damage. Okay.
13 or higher,
All right.
and that will end my turn.
Awesome.
That was impressive, Pete.
All right. So he is takes the fire damage, and he's still standing in front of Theoden, but he's looking hurt.
So these two are dead,
Yep.
and then that's the one who's still standing, and then we still have this guy who's far away.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so now it is the guy who is hurt in front of Theoden, or who was in front of Theoden. Is now going to move up and attack you, Pete.
It's fine. Hey, Theoden, have you used your reaction to that?
I can react every time. That,
He's not within 5 feet of it.
no, but I just have. It's within 5 feet of me. If another player within 5 meters.
He rolls a 21.
Well, I have 16 armor class, so that would hit.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, and he's going to do 6 points of damage.
I will take that.
He's gonna do 0 points of damage. Ooh!
Did you roll?
7, baby. I did.
7?
I rolled
Nice.
a 5 plus 2.
I see that. Good job.
I
Yeah.
gotcha. Ah, throw the
Seriously,
shield
the
right
game
over your
the
head.
game log is working pretty well right now. It's
I love being able to see what everybody.
Yeah, it actually seems to be
because
working really
it's
well.
it's popping up for me whenever
Oh,
you
that's
do
right,
it.
because you're using the thing, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay, so awesome. And then the last kobold is going to fire. He does get advantage. And rolls 21.
Yeah, that's gonna hit me. I'm assuming he's hitting me.
What?
Well, it's got advantage, so
Why does it have advantage? Oh,
because
Pack
its buddy
tactics.
is within.
yeah.
So he's gonna
Yeah.
now you'll take 7 points of damage.
That's fine.
So
That's fine. It's better than.
all right,
13.
top of the round is Rowan.
Okay, so let me just double check something really quick so I don't confuse this.
How long till these things blow up?
Okay, okay, great. So I am going to roll over the top of this anvil.
Okay, roll
want me
an
to do an
acrobatics check.
Gladly.
Any
He
excuse
has,
for you to do
he
one,
has to
really.
make sure to do rolls so he
That's
can do
right.
acrobatics
17.
instead of
He has to-
athletics.
He intentionally tries to do an acrobatics check once a game. So
17.
you look glorious.
Great. I'm gonna.
It's a roll. Your jacket like flies up over you, behind you as you roll, kind of thing.
That was beautiful.
Actually, what am I
Yeah.
saying? You look like an awkward kobold, so you roll over the thing.
Ah, he does.
Oh, yes.
I still look like a kobold. I thought that maintained concentration. I thought, does my
You should have rolled
use
for it last
laughter?
time. You
Use
you did use
laughter.
laughter. Okay, then it dropped. Yeah, sorry.
So I'm going
So
to.
you look like yourself then. Your glorious self rolled across the anvil.
I'm going to stab him
Which one? Okay. So where are you at?
right in
here?
the back.
Or right
Yep,
here?
I'm going
Okay.
right here. Stab him right in his back.
Stab away.
And I will use flourish if this hits.
I have a feeling these
Doesn't
kobolds are
hit.
about to explode.
Nat 1.
Nope.
Jams his swords.
That was a nat
Wow.
one.
Swords misfire.
That was a nat one.
Well, you have a second attack, correct?
That is correct. Let me think here if I want to. Yeah, I was gonna do something else, but I'll go ahead and hit with my second attack.
Okay.
Another misfire.
8.
Yep.
You just leave.
Yeah. Okay, so
then I-
you
And then I'm
roll
gonna
over
realize
and you
that
flourish too much, and it just does a little around him, and he's going.
and
like-
it dodges
like
him,
little-
and I'm going to look at him as he looks back at me, and I will bow and say, "Well done," and
And
take
that-
a step back to the square, even if it gives me an opportunity. If he
Okay,
gets an
he will take an opportunity attack against you.
Great. Yeah,
That
yeah.
worked as well as your little what was the
deserve it.
little thing you did with your hand last week?
He hits you with a 21.
What is with these loaded dice?
He does 4 points of damage to you.
Are
See,
you
it's okay if they
kidding?
hit.
I
They're only
deserve it.
doing smaller damage. Smaller damage.
No, I deserve that. I deserve that after rolling 2 attacks on him and not being able to hit him.
Okay. They have a +5 on their attack. Okay.
Still, there's been, what, 21, 22, 23? They're rolling 15 plus.
Well,
Every
the
time
ones
they
on
roll.
the ones on you are with advantage. So, okay.
Jeez.
It is now Lee's turn.
Okay. Can I entice somebody to shoot at me?
Not during your turn.
Okay.
Said, shoot me.
I know what you want to use, but
I know.
This is why he's not letting it happen.
no, no one shot at him yet.
Purpose.
All right, I'm gonna. I'm gonna move up to here,
Where at? Sorry.
right here,
Okay.
Right where I was just at.
and how many? So that was 1, 2, 3. So 15 feet. I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
Just gonna do it unarmed.
Okay.
And that is a 25.
Perfect.
Oh, that's only 5 damage.
Okay. So you lightly step over there and you punch him, and he crumples to the ground.
All right, and then I think because I only moved 15 feet, I think I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and make it all the way to this guy right here.
Yep.
And use flurry of blows on him.
Go for it.
And the first one is going to be a 14
Okay, that hits.
and 16,
That hits as well.
and that is an 8 and a 5, so 13 total damage.
Okay. So you run by the first one, punch him, he crumples to the ground. You swiftly run to the second. He's trying to reload his crossbow, and you pop, hit him in the face, and he collapses as well. Thus ends the combat.
That was
Wait,
exactly what I was trying to do, but I rolled my nat ones on him.
Oh,
Back away from the bodies, and I'm gonna move 5 feet away.
Okay.
Did he
Everyone-
kill this one?
Yes. He
Yeah,
killed,
yeah,
he
punched
killed
it.
it.
He
He was already damaged
Punch.
from your blow.
Just wait till the next level, and I get 1d6 instead of 1d4.
Okay, so you all back away from the bodies, and all of them explode except for the one with the wings.
yes.
So,
And
and we give me 1 minute. I need to help with a child real fast, and then we
For
will
it.
finish. So,
All right.
Um,
Good fight.
I was yes, a great fight to everyone, but man, out of character.
Hey.
I was trying to do so many things, and he hit me with so much damage. So I was like, I have to heal. I have to heal.
That
I have to
is-
do this
Yeah, I
thing.
know.
There
But
is- that is the most insane thing. We have been in fights with kobolds where they have been surrounding us and not gotten that +5 modifier with advantage. They literally
Is
roll
it a level thing? Because I'm
every
assuming they're
time.
leveling with us now.
So we
They
have
were
been
level
fighting
ones when we
very
fought 'em before.
squishy things. We were fighting level 1s, and we kind of got to level 3,
Right.
and we were still fighting level 1 things, but now we're level
Let's
4,
say
so things are
pack
gonna be a little bit
tactics may be
harder.
like a level something.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm
So-
saying, because I've been in it where I've had 2 or 3 of them around me, and they don't roll that high. They don't get advantage, and they don't roll that high.
Well, the dice really hurt me on my attacks and my things because it was like I thought I could have like disguise self, sneak in, do something crazy to give us a little bit of advantage in the fight, and he quickly rolled and was like, "Nope, this is gonna fail." And then
Okay, so Dire
pushing
kobold.
in. That's not a
Go
dire kobold.
Hey, it's
That
a winged
is-
go ahead.
kobold.
It's just a winged one.
Oh, okay.
Well, I
So-
don't know because winged kobolds actually have wings.
They
don't
have wings. Yeah, they're not fake. Yeah, those we've
It's
found out are fake.
just an improved kobold probably that was brought in. So yeah, there was a lot that I was like, man, I could do so much with all these spells, but when he
Okay.
hit me so hard with that nat 20, I was like, like,
Yeah.
if this would have lasted probably a round or two more, I was about to start doing some other stuff that my character can now do, like that hex thing. There's a chance for me to roll a lot of damage die versus him with some other specs that I was gonna do. So
that was great combat, guys. Okay, so you all finish looking around the area. Like I said, all of them, but well, hold on, sorry. Lee, did you want to stop any of them from exploding? Or attempt it?
Yeah, I'll do the one directly in front of me.
Okay. Are you
What,
trying
I
to?
need to roll medicine.
Yeah, roll a. Actually, no. Hold on. Let's see. I gotta find where it is. Sorry. So much information. Okay.
While he's looking it up, I'll say to everyone, well, I thought I would be more help in this fight. It seems as though others have shined where I have failed quite a bit, and I'm glad that I could take some of the attacks away from some others.
Okay, yes.
but-
So you can roll.
Indeed.
Do you have a? Hold on. Do you have a bladed weapon?
I do have many bladed weapons.
That's right. You're
He's got, like,
42.
36
42
daggers,
daggers.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes,
you can
many.
roll a medicine check. Yes.
I'm proficient with leatherworking tools, and I have some leatherworking tools. Skin is kind of leather.
No. Sorry.
I have +3 to medicine. Can I assist him? And
Yeah.
give him a help action.
That is only a 10.
Okay. You succeed
Oh,
in
sweet.
removing the acorn-sized explosive from the deceased kobold's body. So you now have 4 of those, I believe.
Total. If I would have liked him to take the 3 prior, because I have some later combat things, if that's okay with everybody.
Mhm.
Because I know I already have 1. So if you want that 1.
I'll just take that one, yeah.
Oh, Pete,
would-
you were the one that found them, weren't you?
Yeah. So Rowan and I
okay,
both
sorry.
found the other 3. So
That's right.
Rowan, if you don't want them, I'll take them.
You got him.
Okay. So perfect. So you just have 1 then, Lee. Sorry. Or
Okay.
unless you had one from earlier. Unless you had some from earlier.
Everyone I managed to get exploded on me.
Okay. Okay, so but that kobold is left unexploded, which you could take its crossbow and short sword if you so desired.
Yeah.
Nah.
Does it have any kind of magical items on it?
Does
Since
not.
it was all-
I mean, on the other one did not explode.
Yeah.
You can investigate it if you like.
I'll go over there
yeah,
and
I'd
do
like
help
to.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all over there
Okay.
investigating.
Okay.
4 help actions, 5 help. I'm just
Five
kidding.
elements? Yeah, that's a lot, right? I went ahead and rolled a 3 for us. A nice big old 3.
Did you do it
With advantage.
Oh, okay. With advantage, let's do that.
Cheap.
That was a nice 6. 6.
Okay. Yeah, he's weird looking.
Can I
It's
take
enough.
the wings off?
Roll a dexterity check with
Ooh,
disadvantage.
That's my strong suit. Okay, 12 plus 16. 12
Okay.
plus 4 is 16, not 12 plus 16.
So you get these kind of, it looks almost like a belt and like straps that go over the shoulders, almost like a backpack. And it's one of the wings is partially destroyed, and the other is still intact, but it's like this leather stretched across this wood frame.
See if Wiltix knows anything about this.
No
would you
magical
allow
things.
me? Would you allow me, Seth, to go? What are you doing, Jace? Let me search him.
Okay,
Of
go for
course.
And then Pete, you also have quite a keen eye. We've been investigating here. Give me a hand.
I hold out my hand.
Perfect.
I place mine on top just because I want to be
Okay,
a part of it. I'm standing
I
there.
rolled a dirty 20
Okay.
for investigation.
You find a dagger and 5 copper.
Oh, by the way, to everyone, Rowan and I found loads of money earlier, so we'll be splitting that up once we get out of here.
Aye.
Excellent.
Aye, so did me and Jace.
Yes, we did. Wait, we
Excellent.
did? I wasn't there.
Found
The gems.
You found gems.
You were there when we found the gems, genius.
Yeah, I stepped
Dag-
around to search the other room while you were looking in there.
Seth, would you say how much did I find? Dagger and what?
5 copper.
And my room had nothing in it. I keep picking bad rooms.
Hey, who had the keys? Was it Noah
have a
or
key.
was it Pete? Okay.
It's Pete.
One of you also got the key to the explosive room, by the way. It was with the Duergar.
I believe it was Rowan, right?
To the blasting powder room?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I
that's
have
probably
that
you.
key.
So just saying, reminding you, you have a key to that. Okay. As you finish looking around, everyone roll an investigation check with advantage.
Yes.
I rolled 15 and a 16. I got a 16.
I rolled a 19. I'm only using physical dice from now on.
I rolled a
rolled a
16.
Rolled an 18 and a
but
19.
I rolled a 16, but it was out of the box, and I don't want to be dishonest, so even if this is lower. That's a 14 and a 13 for me.
Okay. Group roll enough. You all have been through the entirety of the layer now, so you have pretty familiar with it. You do the only room that you had not checked. You are easily come across in the common room, the entertainment room, where they were playing cards previously, and you throw those doors open, and find.
We haven't gotten here either. His secret room that we locked.
Oh, yeah. By the way, so before you move over, you do notice that door, that stone door, is broken, and you can tell it looks like whatever tunnel or something was there has been crumbled in.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
It's all right.
So has been
That was
has been
that was the
collapsed.
secret entrance from the
So.
evil people.
But you move back around and not in there.
Like 10 to the right.
Yeah. You move back around. Can you all see Theoden's character?
Yes.
Okay. And you see a kitchen.
The kitchen, aye.
Nice.
This is the treasure room for me and Pete.
Yes.
You find the kitchen. It is empty and abandoned, but there are food store. No, sorry, it's not empty, but there's no there's no kobolds in it. But you do look around and see. Let's see. You find. Let me read the description to you here. It's very important. Very important.
Hey, food is always.
Yes.
Yes. Beyond these rickety wooden doors, a rough walled cavern serves as a kitchen. There's a cutting block to the north that's stained with, old food and blood. With a low burning fire to the south, heats a cauldron hanging by chains. A thick, foul-smelling soup simmers within now. And like I said, there's nothing really in there. There's some other food stores and tables and grain sacks and stuff like that. So, very basic kitchen, but a kitchen. So, yeah. Oh, there is a 3-foot wide iron chimney in the kitchen as well that's rising up. So,
This is nice.
out of it. Yeah.
Hey.
Well, there's
So yeah, you have successfully explored everything. You do not find anything else within the cavern itself. You've were pretty thorough in your investigation of the other bedrooms, and we're able to look about. Let's see. Yeah, taking another 20 minutes or so, you're able to determine that there are no more kobolds left within the lair, and that it is now under your complete control. So
Was it a drow or another dwerger that was said?
you heard mention of a drow,
Yes.
but you get the feeling that it escaped through this tunnel and collapsed it behind it.
So is it like the door itself is collapsed, or is it like you open it up and a couple feet in?
No, the door is crumbled, and you can see what was probably a tunnel that's collapsed.
Okay. So there's nothing we can really go into and collapse even more to make sure that it's really collapsed.
No, I mean, you could probably take time later and dig into it, or try to have someone excavate it for you if you so desired.
Okay.
So
Hey.
Listen, I'm kind of with Lee on this thought that he's got. Like, we've cleared this place out. It's got a nice forge.
Yeah.
It's got a kitchen. A
There's
sleeping
4
area,
bedrooms, 5 of
4
us.
bedrooms.
We all get our own room. Pete,
Couple-
Sheridan,
couple-
share a bed.
couple of traps.
I don't think so. He stinks.
I dig the master bedroom
We got pet sharks.
away from all of you.
Maybe.
I say the bedroom for Pete be the one with the animals in it. He gets the shark room.
Okay.
There's not even any
be
bed
nice.
in there. I mean, I'm
Right,
not opposed
one
to
for
having animals,
sleep.
but speaking of which, what kinds of sharks are they? Because I'm trying to be consistent with what animals I can.
they
turn
are
into.
reef sharks.
Yes.
Thank you very
Very
much.
cool.
You're able to determine, through going and looking. You find a switch in the main room for the doors, and after you find that switch, very close to the same switch for the steam room, which is also kind of a trap. It releases hot steam, but you didn't have to encounter that. You do find a switch that keeps the door to the shark room closed, though there are some little trap doors that you can open and look in, feed the sharks if you want. So,
I think
I'm assuming
the first order of matters should be burning all the cloth and leather that the kobolds were using for sleeping.
So I think for expediency's sake, do you all want to try to begin doing anything here? Or do you want to report back that it is clear? Or we'll wrap that up.
Because
we can
go all the way out and lock the front door, right, where we first came in.
Yeah, you have a key.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
With the keys, I say we at least make this our home for the night.
So we
what time of the day is it again?
Are in agreement that this is. We will begin somewhat furnishing and getting this prepped and ready for somewhat of a little homely space for us.
I think I'm gonna take the bedroom over there where we found the opals and stuff, because it's got that forge with it. I happen to be proficient with smith tools.
All right.
I'll just go to the. I won't take a room for now. I don't need a bed to sleep.
There are other rooms that could be converted into rooms.
I'll convert one at some point, but right now I have the elfish rest feature thing.
Okay.
Yeah. You only need to rest
was there
for
anything
4
else that
hours.
you wanted to do before you? I mean, you guys. It's probably late afternoon at this point.
By the time we got back to the town, we'd have to we'd have to pay for our place to stay anyway. Although I don't remember
you
if
paid
it's
for
we
you
paid
paid
for
for a
7
week
days.
at the Hearth Hammer.
That's true. They do have great food and accommodations that we've already kind of paid for. So rather than having to cook for myself, I'm not entirely opposed to going back.
All right, then.
Quite ready.
Let
for us
this
to
place
stay,
air
so
out a little bit.
That's very true.
Let's go ahead and burn some of the bedding and stuff and let it.
Yeah, let's
maybe
chuck that
drop
in the
some of
furnace
these bodies
and,
into the
head to town.
reef shark pit.
Yeah, the kobold that didn't get blown up that I took the thing out, we'll take that to the reef shark.
Okay.
Hey.
So we're keeping them fed. All right.
There are 3
Feed
reef
Pete's
sharks
pets.
there, by the way.
All right. And names? No, what name? All right.
We'll work on naming them as well as our.
We'll let
our
Pete
team.
name them. He seems to have
Reefy
a
Sharky
fun-
and Reefy Sharky.
I'm.
Okay, so are you making your way back to
recant that
town?
decision.
Yes, we're making
Okay.
our way back to the town.
Making your way back to town, and we
Making
will.
our way downtown. We're walking fast. Faces past as we
We
go
will
around.
pick that up the next time. So,
All right.
sorry we went long, but we
No.
wanted to clear the cavern.
Yes.
It's
a good
all right,
one.
That was fun.
So, great session, guys. Great session. Thank you all for joining us. We greatly
Absolutely.
appreciate you. Anyone that stuck around, Mrs. Reborn, we definitely
Yeah.
appreciate you being here all the time and being so awesome. So, but thank you everyone for listening to tonight's episode. Hope that you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you next week. So take care and God bless.
God bless.